everybody.
What's up?
How you guys doing tonight?
Doing great.
I can't see the comments. There we go.
Yep.
Hi,
What's
Brad.
up, Brad?
On the wrong
Hello,
thing.
hello.
I was on the show a minute ago.
He's always the first one here.
Brad's awesome. I love Brad.
I'm gonna share this out. Share, everybody.
That's what I'm about
I'm
to
working on it.
do.
Hold your horses.
So, we got some news tonight. First, it's going to sound like bad news, but it's actually going to be a good thing. Tonight is going to be our last night on the Temple of Phoenix platform. Starting next week, Supernatural Talk will be going live on its own YouTube channel. I can't believe I hadn't started this channel up a long time ago, but it just dawned on me, we need a YouTube channel.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah. So very excited about that. I've already got the intro video uploaded on that, and the first episode should be up and viewable by now. In fact, let's see if I can put the link in here. Yep.
Well, you were able to definitely spread it through all the platforms.
Whoa.
So there's the link. There is the link with all them letters and numbers, and it'll be just those letters and numbers until we get 100 subscribers. And once we get that, after 30 days, I will be able to customize our YouTube channel.
Oh God, nope, I'm good.
YouTube channel Supernatural Talk.
Love you, Brad.
Yeah. Oh boy, so a lot of stuff has happened this week.
Yeah, definitely. A lot.
It's just amazing what all's been going on. Starting off with CERN, and then the Guidestones, Nick Groff, all of that.
I am so glad he came to his senses.
I am too.
Oh my God, I think we all are. I mean, that was when I went on Facebook earlier today and I saw it was like bam, just knocked my head up. Like, wow.
And see, that's my
That
thing.
shows so much integrity.
He doesn't care who I am, but he jumped my list way up there by doing that, because you know that took a lot for them to do that.
He is not for the money. He's actually real. That's what matters.
Yes.
Here's my buddy. Hey, Rich. Mwah.
Okay, I am going to share the living daylights out of this show.
That's what I'm doing.
Until Facebook stops you.
Ensuring dinner.
Yep, until Facebook stops me. Yep. Once it stops me, I will share a couple more, and then it'll stop me a second time, and that's when I'll be done.
Damn it.
And some groups have been declining. I leave them. One group actually muted me for a week because of it.
I wish I could mute you half the time. I mean, how do I get that button on me?
Something like this. Something like this.
Yeah, Nick has the ability to mute me.
See if I share my Reese's with you.
I don't even like Reese's, so that's okay.
We're snacking on M&M's earlier today.
I bet Nick wishes he could mute me.
Brad, I wish I could mute you.
Actually, Brad, he can.
I actually, you know what?
He
I
can.
actually get Brad. You know what they
Yeah,
say? Be careful what you wish for.
he actually can do that.
But you can't mute greatness, he said.
But if y'all haven't heard, for any of those who must be living on a rock, if you haven't heard, Nick Groff had an event in November at Waverly Hills, and he canceled his event for the first time in 15 years. I think he said that he canceled the event.
Mm-hmm.
He stepped up and
Oh
canceled
yeah,
the event.
so many people got on him about it. I was one of them. Now, I didn't quite go to the extent that a lot of the other people did. I just simply said, hey, it's not a good idea to do it right now because of what's going on there.
Well, but not by going, you can't say you're taking sides because you are taking sides.
Pretty much.
Sorry, string cheese. I got off work after 6 today, so I'm hungry.
And Facebook has stopped me.
Thanks, Facebook. We always appreciate you stopping, Jeremy. Yeah, thank you. Not.
But that's okay. Now I'm just waiting on the notifications of what gets declined so I know what to leave.
Right.
Well, I will tell you, if anybody ever posts on Paranormal Gets Missing Exploited Children, do not get offended because it will get declined on that.
That's only for children.
Oh,
yes.
no.
Understood.
Start the top pink glitter for your eye patch.
Pink glitter. Oh, yay.
What's up, Wild Bill? Good to
Hey,
see
Bill.
Hey, Bill.
Speaking of Wild Bill, I think it is next week that his show will be debuting on this network on Thursdays.
Awesome.
Is that right, Bill? Next week? Because I know that he and I are having a meeting sometime next week so that we can get everything all set up for him.
Yep, next week for sure.
Yep. The Rantings of a Mad Man. I'm looking forward to that one. Not a madman, a mad man. I want to make sure I clarify that.
Think of it like Mad Max or something.
Yeah. Should be a good show for sure. Also, I've got some really good news as well. I was finally given the okay to do this. So it's already been kind of teased. Tomorrow, I am leaving for Vermont. I'll be leaving first thing, which is why Adrienne and Jan, I believe that's still on. You and Jan are going to be taking my spot on the 13th dimension because I don't know what time I will be checking into the hotel. I am estimating between 8 and 9 Eastern. Because it'll be a 13-hour drive for me. Now, I'm going to Vermont to be at the Wilson Castle, and I will be with You and I Research, which is John Griffin II's team, and we're going to be filming for the documentary that he's been planning on for a long time called Paranormal Puzzle. And it's been in the works for a long time. They asked me about doing it not quite a year ago. And I almost wasn't going to make it for this one because initially the plan was to do the filming in the fall. But the fall is when I'm going to be having my surgery, the end of September. So I told him, hey, I know it's not exactly scheduled, but I know you're planning for this time frame. So if you guys really, really want me to be a part of this, I'll need to do my part beforehand. Or if you can't, then I'm just going to have to bow out of it. The next day, he messages me, how does July 9th sound? It works for me.
That's awesome.
So, yeah, we're going to be doing that Saturday night. And also, I will be part of the documentary, be doing additional filming with them in August in other locations. Those I can't reveal where, but I can reveal Wilson Castle. And it'll be my first time being there, and I'm really looking forward to that.
You need to hit up David while you're up that way, because I don't know how far away from him you'll be.
Do I really want to hang out with David Childers?
Well, he's in New Hampshire, though. He's in another state.
We actually
Vermont.
And we're going to put this out there. We actually have some places that have never been done. They are in New Mexico. They have never been done, and they're getting ready to demolish some of those places, and they're getting ready to turn some of them into things we can never investigate again.
Really?
So we need to find someone who can film, who's very good at filming, who has connections to get it out there.
I can film. The camera just won't be steady. I'll be like, "What's up?"
I was able to during my midlife crisis last week. So most people that are on here know our story. Know we're all pretty much family. I had a midlife crisis last week. Went to New Mexico. Went to see my best friend. Grounded and back home. Whole new mindset. So, and that's her. So those of you that don't know, actually only one person knows at this point, and that's Jeremy. And I kind of announced it a little bit ago. Zach and I are getting married on the 30th of this month, which that has been the plan for a long time. But his mom and dad have they own a home that has been their parents' home, and it's been a homestead for a long time. So we promised mom and dad that they will never go to a nursing home ever in their lives, and I intend to honor that no matter what. So we're going to move in with them and take care of them until their life is over. Some of you know I'm adopted, so I've never had that kind of bond. So I'm actually very honored to be able to do this for someone that they're awesome. I love them. They're awesome people. But we will be there till the day both of them are gone. Their parents in that same home. So it's going to be pretty interesting and pretty cool. This is as close to family bond as I've ever had. So this is what's going to happen. We're going to be moving for the next 2 weeks. So it's kind of going to be hit and miss on shows. But yes, we will be married on the 30th, and Jennifer and Jan are actually going to be here, and that's the best gift I can get is both of them here. So
now, where's my invite? Did I need to go check my mail or
the last 3 months, woman?
I would be there for the wedding, but I got the Paranormal Giving Tree event on that night.
You do.
Same thing too with
If
me.
it wasn't for that event, I would be there, no questions asked.
Make that too.
Yeah. And so we've all had to kind of, we're going to put it on Facebook Live. It's going to be fun. There's not going to be any. We're older. This is our last hurrah at this bullshit. So it's going to be fun. That's all it is. It's going to be fun.
I am going to try to sweet talk her into streaming it on the Things Network.
no podcast during these hours?
The thing is, we're going to have to use some blurring devices because our son, who lives in Japan, it's actually his son, but he is my boy. He lives in Japan. He's a teacher in Japan, and he is a wrestler in Japan. He's coming home for the first time in years.
Oh wow!
And he wanted to get ordained to marry us. Colorado does not. You don't even have to be ordained. You don't have to. You can marry yourself. It doesn't matter. But
Really?
you're gonna do it.
Be high while doing it, but that's all we need is just you to be high while you do it.
That's it. And that's not a problem here because it's everywhere. You walk down the street and it's like, oh shit, what did I just inhale? It's either cow shit or it's marijuana. One of the two is happening. So thank you, Jenny. But yes, it's he is going to do it, and then he's supposed to have a strip off costume where he can just do a strip tease when he's done.
Oh no!
Oh
Okay,
God!
Yeah,
Seriously?
Again,
You
where's
know what?
my
He can do
invite?
whatever he wants. It's all his. I don't care.
Again, where's my invite?
You had it months ago.
Just say.
Months ago, you knew this. Right?
Yeah, oh man, if
So-
only,
Oh my
if only you
God.
guys had a different night, because I would so love to be
This is
there.
more
It'll be an
my
interesting
midlife
wedding.
crisis.
Oh, hello.
Brad, see what Brad's asking? You sure you want that stream, Jeremy?
I went back.
Yeah, well, if you're gonna have a strip tease, then we're gonna put that on another network.
We'll talk. Brad, we'll talk about that later.
I'm for it. I'm for it, Adrienne. I'm for it.
Let's do it.
I mean,
See, Nick, you and some Sarah can get married.
There you go. That's
Hold on,
our
guys.
next paranormal wedding right there.
Okay, hold on. I got a question for you. As y'all are talking about, well, maybe we shouldn't stream it. Cover ears. If it was, well, not me, but if it was any of these other ladies out there, would you want to stream it if they were the one doing the strip tease?
Fuck
Come on
yes.
now.
Fuck yes.
See,
I don't care who's stripping. Let's see this shit. I
see,
don't care who it is. No, but
you see, Jeremy ain't saying anything now. He's keeping his mouth shut now because now the women are after him.
right now, this is my midlife crisis that I went home and I brought him home with me. This is Jan's son.
Okay.
That he's actually he's my boy as much as he is Jan's. Just like my boys as much as it is mine. But this kid's what's keep me sane for the last week.
Honey, I'm so sorry that job falls on you. I'm so sorry.
Oh, I'm sure he's used to it by now.
He's awesome. He's amazing. He's actually going to get to help us move. And whoa, somebody's not happy with me.
What happened?
When I brought this glass in here, there was no issue. I don't know if you can see this right now. You really
It's a
can't.
little bit hard to see with this. Oh, there we go.
I mean, I see sunflowers.
It's cracked, like completely cracked.
Yep, I can
You
see
were
it.
talking about stripping. There you go. Jeremy did it.
I have a feeling it was the child in there. But
So
Now, it was Lucy who did it because she's mad because she didn't get an invite.
well, you know, you might
Take
actually
care,
get
Bill.
married on that one.
Bye, Bill.
He said he saw the crack too.
anybody else got any news? My life has been boring this week. Sorry.
I wish mine was right now, but you know, you can't ask for anything better than to be able to spend somebody's last days with them, taking care of them.
Been there, done that.
Be in their own home,
Yep.
the family homestead. I don't think you can ask for any more.
That was basically how it was for my grandma before she passed. She had actually lived with me and my parents, or lived within a mile for the first 19 years of my life.
You can't ask
And-
for any more than that.
No, she helped raise me.
Right. And that's what I'm hoping to do. I've only got him till our wedding. But, you know, that's a month. I've got him a month. I'm hoping to be able to instill grandma and grandpa in him. His is pretty far away at home. They love him to death. They really do. He's my boy. Yes. Yes.
Sure, Jennifer. We'll take that as news.
No, it happened. It really happened.
Well, hold on. See, my problem would be Jennifer would go in, but it would just keep dropping to the floor.
Tell me she
the great
didn't
news
do
is
that during
today.
her live.
I got pennies. No, it was not during your live. It was today. It was at work.
No,
Okay.
mine would go straight through no matter what I put in. So at least that's good news that yours stayed. So
What?
we do have a question up here.
Yeah, it was. I think it was from Rich. Was this
Okay,
it?
yeah.
Yeah.
Elementals. Okay, for me, I do believe that elementals exist, but as far as I know, I have never interacted with them.
You want a story on elementals, Rich?
Go for it,
I got one
Adrienne.
for you. My son, my ex-husband, is half Cherokee, half Eastern Shawnee, full-blooded Indian. His mama, full bitch, but full-blooded Indian. I'm telling you, these women will kill these men. So we buried my ex. I didn't. My son buried his ex. They have a cemetery private for just pretty much their family and Indians. I went there. My son kept telling me, which he has never told me he's got gifts, he's got anything. He didn't tell me, he told Jan. Imagine that. Jan is other mama. So he kept saying, I come here to mow. Nobody else will. I come mow the cemetery because, come see Dad's grave. This was 2 years after he passed. We went to go see his grave. And Jan and my son both saw the same elementals. They're protective there. They're not going to hurt anybody who means good there. But I guarantee you, I backed out of that cemetery. So you know what? Y'all can have it. I'm not Indian. Y'all can have it. I do believe they do exist. I believe that my son sees them. I have not. I believe Jan sees them. I have not. That's kind of where I stand with that. And those are two people, my son and my best friend, that I do believe see them.
I can't get comfortable tonight.
Oh, Rich is asking, what do they look like?
To him, they look like a cross between what we would call the Loch Ness Monster head and like a huge snake body. He had a real hard time explaining it, but it was like a dark shadow that came over, and he knew. It's more of a medium type thing. No,
It almost sounds like a cryptid from that
like
description.
almost like a plesiosaur or a giant snake
actually
of some
a really
sort.
good question.
Yeah.
Is cryptids and elementals the same thing? I don't know.
See, I'm just getting into, and I know I'm the oddball, but I'm just now getting into cryptids. I mean, I've focused so much on
Brad, she's gonna come to you tonight. Whoop your ass, boy.
I knew there was a reason why we like Brad.
Yeah.
I am so glad I'm not Brad's ex-wife.
Oh my God! You imagine that?
Yes, I believe that. Yes, I believe they are guardians. That's how it felt like to him. They welcomed him. Me, the rest of the family knew me that was there. Most of them. Some of them were from the 1800s, so no, they didn't know me. Well, they might have. But it did feel like they were careful with the white person. They were kind of careful, but they were guardians as well. They welcomed my son. He goes and does everything. He does powwows. I've always encouraged him to embrace his Indian heritage, and that's what he's done.
Yeah, Brad, I was thinking the same thing. Elementals to me is almost like they are nature spirits.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
and ants, as odd as it would sound, could be like that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I got a question for everybody. Do y'all think some of the places, and I'm not talking about the big name places and things like that, but do y'all think that when you investigate these smaller locations, is it just me or do they seem to have a tie to you somehow? The reason I'm asking, okay, so
Did they try to what?
do they have a tie to you somehow? Like, do they call you there? Because, so, you know, Alice's house, the Mississippi house, after investigating that place for several years, I found out, and I didn't know this, I'm a big ancestry nerd. I'm a nerd. I admit it. Nick's not the only nerd. But so after several years, I was working on ancestry. Well, I found out that the developers of that town, my family was like best friends with them, to where my great whatever grandfather was actually named after one of the Steen families. And to the point that my great whatever grandfather named his kid after the Steens named their kid after, my great whatever grandfather. Then found out that also my husband was engaged to her daughter back in the day. So it was like there was a tie. Well, then I've gone to other locations, and as I'm talking to people, I found out, okay, and I get my family is founding, my whatever grandfather is a founding father of Mississippi. I get that, but I'll find ties there. Well, then I did this private residency probably about 2 hours from my house. Come to find out, me and the guy know the same people. He knew one of my ex-boyfriends from high school, and they're like 2 hours away. So the chances that are on, it's like everywhere I go that's a private residency, there's some tie, to me in that, where I know somebody associated with that location. And it's becoming the weirdest thing. Now I'm looking for it, which is not what I wanted to do, but I didn't know if anybody else has experienced that.
The only thing that I can really think of is that I feel like I have a tie to the temple, and not necessarily in the same way that you do. I'm just there is something about that place I just can't lay my finger on, and a lot of it I'm sure has to do with the historical factor to it and the mysterious factor behind it. That's really the best way that I can explain it for me.
I was like, because it's become like a joke to where, okay, how are you going to be related or know somebody? And I get Mississippi small. I get it. But to find out my family traveled from South Carolina to Mississippi with the founding family of the town that this house is located in,
Mm-hmm.
like literally traveled side by side and was in the War of 1812 together, I was like, holy crap.
Yeah, as far as like a family tie, not that I can think of. But I will say this: another place that I kind of felt drawn to, best that I can describe it, a couple of weeks ago when I went over to Paulden, Ohio, to see Rick McCallum at the old Paulden jail. Catty cornered from the jail, there's this old brick house that's up for sale. And for some reason, that place just caught my eye, and I'm like, there's something about this place. And when I got inside the jail, I was mentioning something to one of the workers there, and he said, "Oh yeah, the owner of this jail wants to buy that house. Apparently, she thinks that house is haunted." And I was just looking at it, and just from the way that it looked, something drew me to it.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Next.
All right, y'all got to come up with some subjects for us. Come on now.
Actually, I've got something.
Adrienne.
We all know that, we're all pretty much family here. We all know everything about.
Who are you?
Mute her. All right, let me see who's got control of this tonight?
Myself and Nick.
There you go. There you go, Adrienne.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
What happened? I missed the whole thing
I muted Ilene for you.
Okay, perfect.
And you got to read between the lines too.
Hey, I was just following an order. That's all.
Oh, so that's all it takes. Remind me of that.
Okay, so I'm going to send this to. Actually, I sent it to both Jeremys, but whatever.
Woo! Way to go, Brad.
Oh, no, Brad, that's not gonna. Send it to Ilene. I won't take it.
Oh, I'll take it. Drop it right in your bed.
Oh.
What's up, Rich?
Hey, Rich. Hey, are y'all coming to Kosciuszko in October? Your wife asked me about it, Rich. All right. Waiting for you, Adrienne.
I sent it to Jeremy.
Oh, waiting on you, Jeremy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Brad
Waiting
was
on everything to load up for me.
Brad was talking about the Indians, the elementals, and whatever. I want to see. I think Brad's got some gifts there, so I want to see what he gets off somebody.
He's got some gifts for Nick.
No, I don't want to know about that.
It's already there, Adrienne. What he just said. He said he made a cockroach REM pod.
Yeah, no. We're not. No.
No, it's not. It's not that, Nick.
Okay.
Sorry,
All
we
right,
got two Riches in here. Sorry, Rich Valdez. I was talking to the other one. But yeah, you can come too in October.
We get enough people in here tonight. We actually can do some readings or whatever we want to do. Jenny, did any of you have the most fun experience that made you think this shit is real? Yeah, when one followed me home. Yep. And he's actually a famous cowboy. Yeah, that was good enough for me.
I think mine was my first experience waking up and having this tall man standing over me.
All right, so let's the woman in the red is my mother. That's my biological mother. I was adopted, most of you know. It's my biological mother.
That's the one you can be on.
Yeah. The girl in between, next to my mother on the left, is my sister.
Is that you with brown hair?
Yeah, I'm the one in black, yes.
Holy crap.
Wow.
The one in the gray is my stepson. The one in the black next to him is my stepson. And then there's more family. My daughter is at my feet. And the one next to her is also my daughter. The man next to my mother is my son's dad. He's the Indian, full-blooded Indian. He is he actually came to me after he died as an owl. His name was Hootie. His name was William, but they all knew him as Hootie. He came to me as an owl. I had to have a few readings done before I was like, oh, hell no, this guy's got to go. We finally came to terms with his boundaries. But this is the only picture of me and my brothers and sisters all together. That was the last time. Of course, I was adopted, so this is the first time we were all together. The boy under my mom is my youngest brother. And
wow.
he has mental disabilities, but that's my youngest. The one next to him on his right is the one under him or over him, and he has brittle bone disease. They've all got, the youngest have something wrong with them.
The one with the green shirt.
The one with the green shirt is my daughter Brittany, and the one next to her is my daughter Kayla. And where in the hell my youngest boy is, I'm not real sure. But yeah, that was the Indian on the right hand side or the left hand side of the screen there. Is the cause of a whole lot of issues.
This one here.
Yeah, the one on the left there. No, the one up next to the one in the red shirt.
The grown man.
Yeah.
Yep.
No.
Grown man up.
Well, you
top
asked
left.
me where your youngest was at, and I didn't realize that I had him out of the picture that I zoomed in so far that I didn't
Yeah,
have
that
him.
was my nephew.
Okay.
The one in the gray shirt standing next to the lady in the red shirt is my ex-husband.
Right.
And he is the one that is seriously, he's full-blooded Indian and crazy as hell.
Now, which one did you say were your daughters?
The one in the green shirt there and the one in the white shirt next to her.
These two.
No.
Okay.
The one in the green shirt, the one on the right.
The one holding the doll.
Yep,
and
there
the
we
one
go.
next to her.
That's my two girls.
Okay.
And looks like my son is held by the guy in the white shirt.
He's just the guy in the white shirt. We don't know who he is. Just
you know, I honestly don't. That's the first time I had met my family, and I really do not know who he is.
My sister just messaged me. I guess we're going to have our first family quote unquote reunion via Zoom. And so
if you can take it, my God, take it.
You know, we all know each other separately, but we never get together because they all live Washington State, Oregon, Canada, all that. And then, of course, we're all down here in the South, Texas and Mississippi.
Yep. Can I ask Adrienne, Indian, Asia, or Native? He was Native. He was half Cherokee and half Eastern Shawnee. He used to joke, and I know this is not probably very appropriate, but he used to joke. They'll ask me, you know, do you have any Indian heritage? Do you have any Indian in you? Yeah, about once a week. That was his joke. When I done my bloodline, I really do not. I'm 98% Viking. So.
That explains a lot right there.
Viking, yeah.
That explains a lot right there.
Yeah.
See, I'm actually doing all, you know, of course, like I said, I'm an ancestry nerd. My dad's side of the family, I'm so Hans 57 and 80.
You're Irish. Actually,
we're from England, but we went to Ireland and then we escaped Ireland because of religious persecution, because they were all
Quakers. In Ireland, then you escaped.
They were all Quakers, came over with William Penn, became friends with him, whatever. But on my mom's side, my grandfather is full-blooded Swedish. So I'm only second generation on his side, born in the United States. So, but see, there goes my neutral party. That's my sweetness side. Because Jenny, we all know the Irish aren't sweet.
Jenny could pretty much comment on that.
That's where I want to go. I want to go up north to where my family settled when they came here. Like I said, we didn't come on the Mayflower or anything. We came over on the Antelope, and William Penn actually gave my great whatever grandfather like thousands of acres of land, and he used to have a building that his house used to be where they used to host all their Quaker meetings. And William Penn would come over, and I was like, I know that name. Why do I know that name? Because I listened in history. But
have you ever been to a Quaker church? Oh
no.
my, I have. Oh my God. The Quaker community. They're beautiful. They're awesome because they're all like, they stay together. There's no outside influence. But oh my gosh. Like the whole church is like, Quaker actually means the way they're shaking the damn rounded church. There's a reason behind it. It's crazy.
Now, my family down here became primitive, which comes from the family that the Quakers were in. Started several primitive Baptist churches down here, and I was like, "What's a primitive Baptist?" I mean, it's behind this family cemeteries are all behind it. Yeah, that's a different form. No offense to anybody, that's a different form of Baptist. I'm like, okay.
Anybody that can do their ancestry, I really encourage it. I know I have a couple of friends who can't for a reason, but do it. I would have never thought. And the reason I did it, okay, let's go back to reality here. If you've ever watched me and Jen's show, we are serious about like getting real.
Mm-hmm.
The reason I did this ancestry to start with, my ex-husband thought he was racist. We're going to put it that way. He was racist. That's part of the reason I left. A big part of the reason I left. But I was really hoping that there was like a part of me that was like either black or Asian or anything other than white, so that I could say, "Oh yeah, screw you," and that's being nice. But I wasn't. I was completely Viking. I'm not much else. So, but yeah, we're going to leave it
My
at that.
cousin, her father was a paraplegic, was numb from the waist down, whatever. And she, Jenny, just do it.
Why, Jenny? Why?
What's so scary about it?
She did the ancestry DNA. She has found, I want to say about 20 siblings, because she's from a sperm donor. And I didn't know that. No, my whole life, never realized she was from a sperm donor. And she has found about 20 siblings, and that's how her dad put himself through college. Was donations. And I mean, that's just the people, that's just what they have found doing the DNA test.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Oh, Jenny, I got one for you. So my husband's side of the family, my husband's the illegitimate grandchild of King Richard, I think it is. And so his cousin is Henry VIII. Henry VIII, anybody who knows history, beheaded his fifth wife, Catherine Howard. Mm-hmm. Catherine Howard is my cousin through the Culpeper lineage. Her mother was a Culpeper, whatever. Oh, so boy. My kids found a book, and they wanted to do this at school, and the teachers wouldn't let them. They said, I want to do my thing on Henry VIII because my cousin beheaded my cousin.
Yeah.
But so we found some weird things. That would mean
that's what was that?
I personally am skeptical of doing it because I just don't understand, how do they really know?
I did not know the answer to that myself, and I was really skeptical myself. So I didn't put down any of my family tree when I did it. All they had to do was like spit in this vial. That was it. And send it in.
Now, I did my family tree, but now I will tell you, if you ever are on Ancestry, please, if you really want to know who you are, don't just click based on someone else's information.
Exactly.
Dig into it, because I promise you, I'd be related to, well, we are all related, I feel, but you know, I'd be related next door to my next door neighbor, be my brother, if I went by what someone else said.
I didn't do anything. I let them do it all. And then all of a sudden it come back, so-and-so is your first cousin, which I knew it was. My dad and I had already done a DNA. And they're like, this is your first cousin. This is your second cousin. This is your aunt. And they were right.
Now, I will tell you the number one rule, because I do trees for other people too. The number one rule is you better be okay finding out family secrets.
Mm-hmm.
Things will come up, and you cannot judge people based on history, whatever, because people just did what they thought was right. Sometimes.
Shit, I found out my family is into whatever they call that swingers stuff. Yeah.
Whatever they call that.
I found out half my family is nudist. They lived in nudist colonies. I'm like,
wow.
There are things to find out you don't want to find out. Yes.
Yeah, no comments.
Well, there are some family secrets in my family, and some things where publicly is known as one thing, but we know it as something completely different, but it's not necessarily something that we want the public to know from what happened like 90 years ago, something like that.
Right.
But through the generations, we know the true story, but we don't have definitive proof of it.
No, we know that.
Yeah, but we know. Yeah.
Scotty, I'm gonna find you in my tree. I promise you.
I wanna see you in a kilt.
Just go through his pictures. You find him.
Yeah, no.
Well, no. I'm sorry. You'll find him in the pictures.
No.
I've just seen him in his bike. I've just seen him in his biker related.
I gotta see this.
His biker shit. He's hot.
Can you see the? Hold on, where is it?
So you don't have the treasure
See that
maps
last name,
anymore?
Scotty? You see that last name, Scotty?
Oh, Scotty says he wants a kilt.
Get one.
That's yet another profile of yours, Eileen?
Huh?
That's yet another profile of
No,
yours?
that's my ancestry.
No.
My maiden name is Wilson.
Jen was asking this. What if unknowns become known? My whole history is a lie.
That's another thing you gotta, you know.
Hey,
that's something you're just gonna have to deal with.
Oh, no, not related.
But we're gonna do something. This is a 2-hour show. We're only on less than an hour, so let's do it.
Yeah. One thing I do want to throw out there, since Scott is on, as everybody knows, the 13th Dimension is now on Spotify.
Are you adopted, really, Scotty? Scotty
He
said
said that
he's
he's
adopted.
adopted.
Really?
Oh, I hadn't.
Oh, I got enough family, Scotty. I'll find you somewhere.
I know I am, but I did not know he was.
I'll find him somewhere.
Yeah, he is.
Okay.
If anybody's related to Hollingsworth or Culpepper's.
So I thought I knew quite a bit, but I guess I don't.
But the 13th Dimension is on Spotify, and I would also like to put Supernatural Talk on Spotify. And in the process of this, I have been going through some of the old episodes of 13th Dimension, due to the copyrights and all of that stuff. And I do have to say, I love working with Nick on 13th Dimension. Don't get me wrong. I love working with him, but I miss Scott. I missed him.
We all do.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
We all do. Yep. I miss talking to Scotty. I haven't talked to him in a while, and I miss him. I miss my friend.
I mean, I've been looking down to see if I watch him walk by, but I don't know. I think he.
Jennifer, good luck. You're awesome. You'll do great. Love you.
I'm gonna find you, Scotty. I'm gonna. Find
He just said here my original last name. It's Farnsworth.
It's okay.
Okay, I am finding out a whole new side of Scott that I never knew about.
Yeah.
You know,
Scott,
I will say
we were close.
You know, I will say this, by the way, as much as we miss Scotty, you know, coming on, I will tell you guys this though, and Jeremy, I think I already told you about this, but Scott was nice enough to take over one of the roles, if you will, for my Nightmare Soup audio series, and he was actually able to get that recorded very quickly, like literally almost like a few days. And he was able to get that completed very quickly. So I'm super happy.
That long, was it?
I don't even think so. I think it was like over like the next day he sent it to me. I was like, wow, that was quick. So yeah, he was in, and I listened to it, and he did great. So I enjoyed it.
You have it. I've got a comment I can't say right now.
Is that the name of the professor?
You're not going to be thrown in jail.
Oh no, you can still get thrown in jail for that. Oh my.
This is sweet. Yeah, I miss you too, bro.
Scotty's quick at everything, I've heard.
Yep, he did it the next day. He just corrected me on that. And yes, Brad, like I said, said the name of the professor from Futurama, Professor Farnsworth. Good news, everyone!
Jeremy caught it.
I'm not touching that.
Oh my.
Scott, also, are you doing Giving Tree on the 30th? I need to know. And we also got the venue on the 29th as well, if you want to do that too. $25.
They excite me. Not so much. Oh my God, Brad.
Oh, Nick.
Yes.
So this may or may not deter you from going to Mansfield, but Brad's going to be there.
I know. He. Where was that? Where was that comment that he said? He said something about that earlier.
Did he?
No, it was not you. It was from Brad. I'm looking for it right now. Damn it, where is it?
Yeah, because he just confirmed this morning.
Yeah, where is that?
He and his wife are going to be there, and I'm excited to meet them.
Yep, here it is. Yep, he was saying, Nick, you got to come to Mansfield.
Yeah. I'm excited to meet them. So then I got to thinking, will Nick now go or not?
Well, you know what? I'll still go, but I'm going to make sure to bring my bug spray with me. The strong killing bug spray.
You're going to be using up the whole can.
Yeah. But he has to talk. He has to walk to everyone saying, "Good news, everyone."
And Scott said that he's hoping to. Yeah, Scott, let me know as soon as you can, because we got just over 20 days, actually, 3 weeks. So I need to get everything put together and finalized.
So Scott, you can now refer to as the professor.
All y'all are traveling everywhere, but nobody's come down south to Mississippi. What's up with that?
It's too damn hot down there.
It's too hot. It's
I'm only dripping wet. I mean,
it's already hot enough up here. I don't want to go down south where it's going to be even hotter.
Oh, come on. You said you wanted to lose weight. You'll lose weight. Come on.
Oh, and
I'm trying to gain some weight, because once I have my surgery again, I'm going to lose it again.
Yeah.
So you're just basically what you're telling me is you're wimps.
The August 22nd, yes, Brad. August 22nd. That's a Monday night.
You just admitted
All
to
right,
being
guys.
a whore.
So how many people we
Whoa.
got on right now?
We got about 9
Hey.
people watching.
Come on.
We have 9 people watching.
I say we do an event in Alaska where it's
All right.
cooler, Brett said.
So
I
let's do
would
this.
love to go to Alaska.
That would be
I've been
awesome.
doing a lot of practicing. Let's do it.
Eileen's got a story on that one, Scott.
And
Eileen's
I
got
think
a
we
story
all
on
know
everything.
that story.
Always got a story on everything, so we're good.
I think I
Okay.
need to know this story.
You talking about the Donald at Old Park or no Old?
Oh.
Old Park.
Donald.
that story for the old
Not
park
yours.
hotel.
No. Oh, you're talking about me stinking and me asking Leanne, was that a spirit I'm smelling or am I smelling us? And she goes, I think you're smelling us. So I was like, okay.
You can't blame Brad right now. Says he works in a factory that is about 30 degrees hotter than outside. Now the wimp.
I can relate to that because
yeah.
I used to work in a motorhome factory, and they had no air conditioning, no AC at all.
Oh
So
God.
if it was 80 degrees outside where we were at, it felt like it was 100.
Mhm.
Well,
It was terrible.
you're still a wimp, Brad, until you come down south. I'm just going to say.
Work in a factory and then get back to him on that.
I took down FEMA trailers in New Orleans after Katrina. I get it. I get it.
Mhm.
Those things are no joke. I get it.
Scotty, you're so
Scott
low
does work
that,
outside, and
sun-
I got to say, I do feel bad for him because most times he's the one who gets stuck to be put in a bucket and raised up 30 feet in the air.
He
I'm like,
rises.
not happening to me. No, no, no.
Lived in North Carolina for 6 months. The factory is worse. And Eileen, sorry to disappoint you on this, but Scott does have a point here. Mississippi heat does suck.
I'm not denying it. I'm just saying, suck it up, Buttercup.
60 feet.
Now, the thing about North Carolina is that that's right there on the ocean, so you would get some of that coolness from it, I would think. Okay, I know that's Dawn. I've been to Peoria.
I've been to Peoria too.
I was in Peoria last year.
I was about to say, don't even try. I only live about 3.5 hours away from Peoria.
Yeah, we were just in
All I wait
Peoria
for
last
is all I wait for is an invite, and you tell me I have a place to stay, and we're good. I can get there. But yeah, I'm sick of hotel rooms.
They're
But
doing
you were
a
supposed to
drought.
come up to Indiana this year, remember?
Yeah.
My father-in-law passed, and I couldn't make it. I'm still renovating that freaking house.
Well, actually, right around the time that you were going to come up here, that was when I had my accident.
Mm-hmm. So, see, it's your fault.
Yes, everything's my fault.
Okay, Scotty's
Adrienne,
giving me a compliment.
what story were you going to tell us?
Who?
Me?
Adrienne. Yeah, you were going to say something.
I think she's wanting to do readings.
I don't know that I had a story. I think it was something about Scott, but I'm not sure now.
You forgot?
I do have a place to stay, Scott. I have
No
Chrissy's and I have Jeremy's house. Thank you very much.
Jenny, I hope you come up to Chicago since you're coming up to our state of Illinois. Yep. I hope you're coming up to Chicago since you're coming up to Illinois anyway, Jenny, since you're going to Peoria. Is it a story that is Facebook jail worthy?
Here's the thing. If you type it out and post it on Facebook, yeah, you'll get thrown in jail. But if you just simply verbalize it on a show on Facebook, you're fine. Like, I am perfectly fine saying Facebook is stupid and its employees are idiots.
Now, this is one that I get. So, a friend of mine, most of y'all know who she is, but very well known. So, she's got trolls that create fake accounts to be her and all this. So, we're all going, hey, they're stealing her photos. Now, we're like, hey, this isn't her. We're reporting it to Facebook. This isn't her because this person isn't just pretending to be a fan. This person is pretending to be her.
Right.
They're like, oh, it doesn't go against Facebook policy, so they wouldn't take it down. But I can joke about kidnapping someone and you're in jail.
Mhm.
I can joke about beating someone, and you're in jail.
I actually reported a profile a few weeks ago because somebody was pretending to be Greg Carss.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah. I never did find out if it got shut down, but they said that they were getting a hold of the real Greg Carss.
That's the thing.
I know that happened. If that happened with me, somebody was posing as Greg, and I had to reach out to him about that, like saying, "Hey, Greg, I don't know if you know about this, but there's someone posing as you right now."
Brad, that's not going to happen.
Did he just send something to you privately? Because I don't see it in the comments.
He sent me a message asking me a question, but he's not going to be able to do what he's hoping to do.
Oh, God.
Reason being, Brad, is because it's a group page and not a public page. You have to be able to do it as a public page. That's the only way you'll be able to do it. Group page, you won't be able to.
Scott, you're tall when you want to be.
When he's standing up on like 50,000 things, he's kind of tall.
He can stand on anything he wants to. We're good.
You know what? Okay. Gloves off, Scott is short.
Yes, we know that.
But he has one of the biggest hearts you will ever come across.
Hearts, hell, personalities.
Personality too, yeah.
His heart's as big as he is.
Yeah.
It's actually bigger than he is.
Mm-hmm.
I would say.
So I think on 13th Dimension, when Jan and I do it, I think part of that show is going to be on basic real life stuff. The rest of the show is going to be on readings. So anybody wants a reading and has their stuff ready, go ahead and put it in the chat.
Even in a tutu.
Okay.
Just don't ask him to try to do the zipper face.
He's sexy in a tutu. I'll give him that.
Uh-oh. If you do come to Mansfield, I may have another surprise for you. Oh boy. That's kind of scary. That's kind of a scary thought.
What?
Hey, Nick, I just saw what you look like. That's actually really cool the way you got that right now.
You're what? Oh, I didn't even see that. Yeah. Hey, check that out. I kind of do like it.
Okay, here's what I'm going to do. Brad, get a screenshot of this. Nick, I'm going to give you a solo. Wait, hold on. Here we go. I'm going to give you the solo layout, Nick. Brad, get a screenshot of this.
Wow.
That is just cool. Get a screenshot.
Yeah.
That's just awesome.
Should I move the microphone right now so just to have it out of the way if he wants to get the screenshot?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Brad, don't do that.
Uh-oh. What is he doing?
You're not supposed to incriminate who knows it.
What's going on? I can't see what. Oh, Jeremy knows what I ordered today. What?
Yeah, he kind of fills me in on a lot of stuff. So that should have been long enough. If not,
who's Facebook user now?
I'm about to say we have another Facebook user.
Who is this?
I was Facebook user earlier on one of my best friend's lives. That's bullshit.
I think
nothing cockroach related. Okay.
Somebody's personal page to get to the thing. That's when you're a Facebook user. Because I'm a Facebook user a lot, but if I go through someone's personal page, but if I go through like Things Network's page, then I'm not.
Now that's where it gets weird because before I would stream the show onto my personal page, and people that were commenting on that wasn't even making it onto the StreamYard chat. So they were commenting and commenting and commenting, and it was like we were ignoring them because we couldn't see it. It wasn't coming
Yeah,
through.
I
So
know
that's
that's
why I
what's
started
been
streaming to my personal page.
that's what's been happening on with my show on Wednesday, and then when we did Don's show for the first time on Tuesday, Jenny had messaged me personally, and she's like, "Can you see my comments?" And I basically go to my personal profile, and I saw that because we had well over about a good dozen people watching and commenting, and then when I went on my personal profile, there was more people watching and more comments. What's that? Oh my god. Oh, I love how the lightning's like kind of striking my head in a way.
Yeah, I know, but the thing is, you can see the gray features on your face. There's too much of a glare to really show it here. But that is a really good screenshot right there.
I definitely do like the grayness to this. That's really cool, though.
Yeah,
It's like X-ray
let me
vision.
pull that up on the computer so that I can show everybody. That was a really good screenshot.
Wow.
He captured it perfect.
Oh, he sent me the screenshot too. Let's see what. Oh, he sent me two. Did he send you two photos? Because he sent me two.
Yeah, there are two.
Oh my god.
It's good, isn't it?
Oh my god. I love with the lightning too. That's going like right to the
Yeah.
center of my head. That is awesome.
It's a very good picture. Okay, now I should be able to.
And the other one almost makes it look like I'm dodging the next lightning bolts.
Let's
Thanks,
see.
Adrienne. You made me hungry again.
I only get a minute. I got a kid that's 11 years old that eats 24/7.
As you know, it doesn't get better. My
There we
26-year-old does, and so does my 20-year-old and my 14-year-old.
This is the best thing ever.
Oh!
I miss babies.
Like Frankenstein's
Thank you,
monster.
That looks really good.
Yeah,
It
that
is.
is awesome. Hey, what's up, Joanne?
We're going to have to do something with that particular picture, Nick. That is just too good to not do anything with.
I'm just trying to think, what can we use it for?
Use it for your banners for your podcast. Change your banner photo.
Oh, wait a minute. Jenny just. Oh. Oh, my. Jenny just took a lot of screenshots.
She said earlier she took about 50 screenshots of me. And the other one yes, was funnier.
Thank God it's you.
Yeah.
We got some good ones. Yeah, that other one, Brad, is like,
If it was us, Adrienne, be us feeding our faces, because that's what we do.
Yeah.
They can have it.
Okay. So what is everybody's, not only you three, but everybody in the audience, I'm going to ask your opinions on two things. One, what is your opinion on CERN? Because there was a lot going on Tuesday about that. I think it was Tuesday.
Yeah. And today.
Then yesterday, the Georgia Guidestones. Now, my opinion on CERN is that we don't really know anything except a whole bunch of theories, a whole bunch of conspiracies. It's going to destroy the world. It's going to create a black hole and all that. We don't really know. Mm-hmm. Can it be bad? I think it can be. The Georgia Guidestones was destroyed yesterday, Brad. So
yeah, I think
it was an explosion at 4 a.m, and it destroyed one of those pillars. And because of that, it made all the other all the other pillars unstable, so they had to take the rest of it down. Now, people are saying that the guide stones was the work of Satanists. No, it's not. My thinking behind that is that the guide stones was put in place in case we have one of those.
No, Jimmy, you're not. Nope.
Yeah. But the 500 million people, that's pretty big stretch to go from
How are you?
billion. Oh, that's Jeff.
That's
Goat.
Jeff the goat. But
I'm
for
about
some
to say,
reason,
once I saw the goat, I knew who that
yeah,
was.
he's appearing. For some reason, he's
I'm
appearing.
glad
on
he did
Facebook.
that.
Yeah, now we knew who he is. Very quickly.
Some of the stuff on the guide stones I agree with. Some of it not so much. But I personally wanted to go down there to see it because it's mysterious. It's only been standing for 42 years, but it's mysterious. I wanted to go see it.
Who's the Facebook user?
That's Jeff. Jeff the goat.
No,
Yeah.
the one that says, "How's everyone doing?"
I
I
think
would
it's still
assume it's.
Jeff.
I would assume it's still
That's
Jeff.
probably Jeff as well.
Yeah.
Yo, you know better. Come on. Let StreamYard have your name. Come on.
No, StreamYard doesn't ask anymore. It's so hard to do it. Something's going on weird with StreamYard for the past several months.
I know.
Well,
Oh yeah.
everybody's mind to rest. Jenny, someone else said the same thing. I don't know what it is either. I've seen
Right back.
stuff in the last few days. I'm a medium. I this is something I know nothing about, and I don't try to pretend I do. I get what I get, and that's pretty much the end of it. I don't try to go past that. As far as CERN and you know what they're talking about here, I honestly don't know, and I won't try to pretend I know. I'm going to be completely honest. That part I have nothing to do with. Is something going on? Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we
The
know what?
thing is, I don't think anybody really knows. And from what I understand, that even some of the scientists that work there have questions as to what they are really doing.
Yeah. And it's just now that, like, people that worked at, I don't think it was NASA, but like Area 51 and places that the aliens were held right before they passed away. And I don't know if anybody else has seen it or if I just bought things that maybe other people haven't. There was one that Reagan, it was the Reagan administration, and he worked for Reagan. Right before he passed away, he said, you know, I have nothing to lose right now. I don't care. This is what happened. And he went A, B, C, you know, this is what happened. He talked about aliens. That was part of it. Another one.
I don't know about that.
Huh?
I don't know about that one, so I'll have to look that up.
I'm going to have to send you that. It was something you actually buy. And there was another one that this was actually the person who was supposedly dealt with the alien in Area 51 once they said they caught him. And he said, you know, it took some years and we got some communication going where we could understand each other. It wasn't just like telepathic automatically. It took time. We understood each other. We talked. And then it got to the point where he passed away because he didn't have his environment, his family, he died of a broken heart is pretty much what it was. But he gave away everything, his pictures, his everything before he passed away. He said, what are they going to do to me now? I don't care. And he actually released it. And that's when they started releasing little bits and pieces thinking we can handle it now. How much is true? I don't know.
The only thing about the Reagan administration that I remember is that when he was campaigning to be president, that was one of his goals. He wanted to find out the truth behind Area 51.
Yep.
So that would actually kind of tie in because he got somebody in his cabinet that worked there.
Right. And we were doing something, I won't get into what. My ex-husband was into something. And we needed lawyer help if it was ever caught. So that's why we got all these. It was from a lawyer, and it was you have to turn in this disc and say you need to take this as evidence, and they have to. And that was part of it, to be able to get out of a whole different story that is completely earthly. That's, it has nothing to do with aliens, has nothing to do with any of that.
Yeah.
But that was part of it as far as the conspiracy. And that opened my eyes to a lot of things.
From what I heard, the crash at Roswell was actually one of 7 crashes in that area. And the one in Roswell, I believe, was either the last or one of the last crashes there.
Mm-hmm.
I did not realize that until earlier this year.
They have no evidence in Roswell. It's just a big, they have a whole bunch of cardboard figures and cars, and there's nothing.
It's one huge tourist attraction that city has.
Yeah, the McDonald's is a UFO. It's ridiculous. It's stupid, and I'm not playing into that. I lived an hour from it. I
was able to find the location where they said they had that crash, or at least the landing site.
Mm-hmm.
Because when it crashed, it hit a spot, and then it just kind of kept going a few more miles before it finally landed. And it was actually closer to other cities than it was Roswell.
It was.
What crash is this?
Got the credit for it.
Yeah.
What crash is this we're talking about?
What do you have in your hand, Nick?
It's just a paper towel. I'm just cleaning up part of my microphone.
I was going to say that looked really weird.
It's just a paper towel. That's all I got.
That's how it looks like.
That was just weird.
Sometimes you don't ask questions.
It's a paper towel, and I'm using a cleaner right here.
I don't know who the Facebook user is.
Jeff, is that you?
It's Jeff. It's still Jeff.
The Army planes that disappeared. Here's the thing. I'm going to ask this question. Do you want facts? Do you want, because there really isn't any. Do you want speculation? Do you want what a medium gets? There's lots of different areas on that, and I don't think we'll honestly ever know the truth.
See, I'm just getting, I believe in aliens. I believe in all this. Married to someone who's had it like on television every 5 minutes. But I'm just getting to the point where I'm able to do some research on it.
Right.
And so I've always devoted all my time to paranormal, ancestry, whatever. I'm like, okay, that's too much on my plate.
Yeah, it is. It's too much to learn. Here's the thing.
Sorry, I did check the messages, Brad. Guys, did you get that too, Jeremy?
If it's the same, is it the same
no,
one?
No, I'm laughing at the comment Brad just made.
Now, I will tell y'all, I don't know if I ever told y'all, me and my husband had this experience one time. I want to say we were coming home from darts, maybe. And so we were on our way home, and there was 2 big lights above the house. And we do live by an airport, but if anybody's ever, I don't know why we're still called international airports, but if anybody's ever flown through Jackson, they took our Starbucks out. Okay. That tells you how small it is. And I think it closes like 10 o'clock. And this was probably after midnight, 1 o'clock, whatever. And there was 2 things around over my house. And I was like, what is that? Well, next thing you know, they just disappeared. To the point I wanted to go try to figure out how to follow them. So I do believe if you look up enough, you're going to see things because there was no way that was a plane. We lived there for 12 years. I grew up in this town. That was not a plane.
Same
And
thing happened in New Mexico. Yes.
now,
Brad, what you're probably thinking of is Flight 19.
Yeah.
the weirdest thing I ever had happen. Now, this is not paranormal, but again, if people just learn, I know, right, Rosie? No Starbucks. That doesn't work with
No
me.
Starbucks?
Our airport does not have a Starbucks.
That's sad. That's
Here's
really
the thing
sad.
about Starbucks. If there is not a Starbucks within a 3-block radius, you're not supposed to be there.
Yep.
And it's overpriced.
Would
Coffee
you like to
is
see my
flipping
Starbucks
coffee.
app?
Deal with it.
No, we are not going to Starbucks, okay? That is off topic here. That is not allowed. That is like a curse.
Of
You
Starbucks?
Okay, let's do Naked and Afraid here, guys. On coffee beans and have the same damn thing. It's coffee, guys. Quit. It ain't worth $15 a cup or whatever the hell it is. No, it's not.
Hell
$5
no.
a cup, okay? And my cup's this big.
Yeah.
Yeah, my
Why would
hey,
you want to go
I-
somewhere and, like Adrienne said, spend $15 on one cup when you can go to the store and have a whole pot made for less than $2?
You know we're going to go through a recession, guys. You're going to be pissing on your coffee beans, I promise you. Come
I
back
don't
and tell
see-
me.
Oh, no.
Well,
I
Don't
don't
get
even-
me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I've got my Ninja coffee maker. I've got my thing above it with my caramel
you
sauce,
go.
my chocolate sauce, my hazelnut stuff.
Chrissy,
I can make me a caramel macchiato just like that.
Listen. Chrissy's
And
here.
Chrissy,
Just a listen, Queen.
Listen.
I miss you. I
But
love you.
here's the thing, Eileen. You can probably make a big ass Starbucks cup for a tenth of the price.
But that's not the point. I can't go down the street, go to my app and say order and pull up, pick it up, get in my car and go to work. I have to sit
They
around.
couldn't 50 years ago either, but by God, they made it.
Yeah,
And
that's
you know,
just
I-
lazy.
We
Hey,
don't
you
talk
know
about
what?
that.
I'll be honest
That's
here. I
just
mean, what-
lazy.
I
Brad,
don't even. Let me just say this. I don't
Brad.
even drink. Well, wait. I need to support
Whoa.
Brad here for this because I don't drink.
Do not take this comment down, Brad. What
That
do
is
you
like-
think is going to happen?
That's cussing.
You're going to reform? Or you're going to lost? That one of these two is going to happen because
Okay, I've got something to say. I
Mr.
agree
Ross,
with
do
Brad.
what?
Well, I gotta
I
say.
agree with Brad.
You're right.
I
I'm
gotta
not a
say.
coffee drinker. I don't like coffee.
Well, I'm actually gonna. Let me add to that too. I don't like coffee
You're not
either.
supposed to say things like that.
Those are
I-
the
hey,
cuss words that are not
hey.
allowed on Facebook, okay?
Jeremy just
That'll
did.
put them Facebook channel.
Wait, Jeremy just did, and guess what? I'm admitting I don't like coffee either. I drink hot cocoa, but not coffee.
Okay, guys, we have our WrestleMania match. We got Jeremy and Nick versus Eileen and Adrienne, and you, the audience, are the referee.
Try one day without
Rich
coffee.
says Dr. Pepper.
What is
Dr.
right?
Pepper is his coffee.
I got
I
one
live
for
every day
y'all.
without coffee. I do just fine.
I got
Yep.
one for y'all that makes my life so much easier as a paranormal investigator. I actually do not drink my sodas cold.
What?
I drink my
Yeah.
sodas at room temperature. I
Okay,
cannot-
we are-
That's because you're in Mississippi.
Okay,
No,
though.
you
You say it's
you're
hot
just
down in
plain
Mississippi.
sick right there.
It started because my kids would I put my sodas in the refrigerator. My kids would steal them. So I had to start keeping them. Shut up, Chrissy. I had to start keeping them
yeah.
like hidden. And
I
so I
think
started
everybody
drinking
is
it, and
against you
that's
on
how
that one.
it happened. Chrissy's just mad because I don't have a gallon
Brad,
of bathroom to give.
Brad's with Chrissy on this. Everything has to be ice cold. And Chrissy's
Okay,
like, get
guys.
it together.
Not everything, unless you're drinking hot chocolate, then that's got to
Yep.
be hot.
That's got to
gotta
be
be
ice
hot.
cold.
Okay. So here's what we're going to do. Next week on the 13th dimension, we're going to do readings. Until then, I'm going to
Well, that's
back
tomorrow.
out here before
That's
we
tomorrow.
That's tomorrow, not next week.
Tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's next week for me because it's been a hell of a long week.
Yeah.
So anyway, it's good to see people I haven't seen in a long time. Chrissy, love you. Brad, yeah.
We don't talk to Brad anymore. He's not human.
We see
will
Brad
have a
every day.
discussion at some point.
I'm surprised.
Let's hope I'm caffeinated before we do. How about that?
I'm surprised
So-
Jill's not watching tonight.
I know. I miss her. So, guys, I love y'all. We will see you tomorrow night. It's going to be a whole different show on the 13th, but I promise you next week it will be back to normal because Jeremy will be back. Until then, we just kind of hijacked it. So, anything goes.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I gave it to them for the night.
Yeah. So what happens? We might do readings. We might do. Who knows? It's all up in the air. So, I love y'all. Thank you for putting up with us. I will see you tomorrow night. You three, good God, two of you that don't like coffee, God bless y'all. Is all I can say. Bye,
Captain
guys.
Cockroach could be a
Bye,
special
Adrienne.
All right,
guest.
good night, Adrienne.
Cockroach in
Night,
your
Adrienne.
drink would be better than no coffee.
Now, I do drink hot tea too. And now my sweet tea better be iced. And yes, Chrissy, my daiquiris better be nice and cold. You did know Chrissy drank almost a gallon of daiquiri, right, Jeremy?
No, I did not realize that.
I'm kind of corrupted.
Yeah, Elaine, the other thing I should tell you as
Chrissy,
well.
have you been a bad girl?
I love Brad when I stirred up a hornet's nest with that comment with coffee, I think.
Hey, you never know what you're going to get with this show.
And Chrissy, if Chrissy was here right now about this whole thing, especially with your hot drinks, Elaine, I know she would say, "Listen."
This is room temperature.
You would.
No, they're not hot. I mean, it's not like I can keep them in 100-degree temperature. I keep them in an air conditioning room.
Yeah. Chrissy would be saying, "Listen, I need you to get your shit together."
And
That's what she would say.
kiss it.
Or
I mean, if
And
you can
Chrissy,
mess
just
with
to let
me,
you know, and Eileen too, every now and then I
It's
still
cold.
watch that intro video that I made for you three girls because I was so proud of that video.
I don't know if I saw that video.
No, nobody has seen it outside of myself, Eileen, Chrissy, and Crystal.
Okay.
Now-
Jenny.
see, that's why I love Leanne SQ, because when we were at the temple, day 2, I think it was, she brought me my Starbucks because she knew. And see, and Todd knew if I didn't get Starbucks, he was going to get in trouble. So there was no Starbucks when we were in Kentucky. So he went to the store and got me one of the little bottles of Starbucks
Wow.
because he didn't want to be grounded. What can I say?
They want to be grounded.
It's Todd. You know, look, I'm sitting there at my sister's house. I look over at Todd. I was like, why does that phone case look familiar? Dude done broke into my phone. He knew, somehow or another he knew my password, got in my phone, and he's taking like selfies. I'm like, what the heck? It took me a second. I'm like, that phone looks
I'm surprised he didn't just start posting shit to throw you in jail again.
Yeah.
I was already in jail. He couldn't post.
Oh,
I was already
okay.
in jail. Thank you very much.
So then he couldn't do anything.
But Todd trips over everything, as Brad said.
See, that's why y'all need to just not go to your event on the 22nd of October. It's supposed to, it's going to be me. It's going to be Ray, Shannon, Beth, and I. Todd and Leanne are supposed to be coming. I don't know if Denise and Ernie are coming or not. I'm not 100% sure on that one. I don't know if I misunderstood, but
There's Chrissy's
yeah.
comment. Listen,
Ma'am,
ma'am.
you got the apostrophe.
can you imagine all of us together in one location?
Yeah.
to which
I've seen all of you together in that location.
Yep.
No, you have not seen Shannon, Ray, Beth, me, Todd, and Leanne all in one location. You have not.
Okay,
'Cause
yeah,
Beth wasn't
No, we
there.
didn't.
Ray and Beth were not there, but everybody else was.
Well, yeah, Fear
But
Fest.
Chrissy, it's a different event that Ilene is talking about.
No, she knows which one I'm talking about. But no, Brad is the Old Southern Funeral Home and Old Atala County Jail in Kosciuszko on October 22nd.
Yeah.
What's this mean here? Her team's hosting this year.
Chrissy,
Yeah,
listen.
she's talking about the
No one
period.
cares about your team
okay.
hosting. Listen.
Damn, I wish you girls had done that show. I really wish you. Oh man.
Brett's
I was so looking forward to that show.
Todd hurting me and me is not a good combo. No, I'm not saying she's telling you to skip Para Unity.
Yeah, I'm telling you what she's saying is her team's hosting Para Unity, and I'm telling you to skip it because no one cares about Chrissy except me.
Be careful what you wish.
That in there.
Look what Chrissy's already saying. Don't make me call you woman.
I have a reject button. There's a reject button.
Yeah, and as far as Para Unity goes, Chrissy's team already knows this. I am not 100% sure what's going to happen as far as me and my team being at Para Unity, because that's going to be 3 weeks after my surgery, and it's going to depend on what's going on with my team, rather if we actually set up there or not. Because I don't know what's going to happen there.
Well, I still plan on going myself, so we might actually.
We need you there.
Yeah, I know. Well, Don's actually interested in going, so is Tom. So I actually even have a few people, like few friends of my own, that are interested in going out. And I'm going to need them anyway to get me out there.
And speaking of Don, that was a good show that you guys did Tuesday night. That was really good. I can't wait to see the next one.
Oh, I'm excited for it. I mean, and Don was, a little bit nervous from the start, but afterwards, and I said to him, I said to him, we're probably going to have a lot of people watching, but just imagine if it's just you and me talking, because we're the only ones talking face to face. Don't think that, you have to talk like you're talking in front of an entire audience, like personally, just chat like how we always chat. And it worked out perfectly.
But I'm telling you this right now. If you guys ever do an episode on Killer Clowns, I must be on.
I already told Don when we got off, and I said if we're doing something involving Killer Clowns, Jeremy is a requirement for that one.
Okay, yeah, we'll go with that one.
Uh-oh.
Now, Rich,
Jeremy, I know where you live.
What you missed.
She does know where I live. That's the bad
up
thing.
there,
Help!
they don't like coffee. They're not human. We need to go do some alien stuff.
Hey, I have never, ever once claimed that I was human. Ever.
And never said that either. So hold out there for a second.
Yeah, I have never claimed to be human.
And Brad is supporting us here. Coffee is nasty.
I think Brad's like the king of the aliens. Thank you. Thank you, Rich. You are required to do coffee.
Could you really tell a sweet little 9-year-old know about putting on a pink glitter eye patch she made just for you?
Well, okay, now, normally I won't tell her no. But at that particular time, I may not be able to put one on because of the incision. So
Right.
Right.
That's paranormal.
Yeah.
Where did Eileen go? Oh, she must be just.
She probably went to go get a refill on her Starbucks.
Oh, I thought she was going to get fed up. I thought she was fed up with us not liking coffee.
Oh,
right, Eileen?
Do what?
Okay.
Maybe I had to go get some coffee.
Brad, you got me.
We'll FaceTime her so she can see you put it on.
Yeah. August, I'm not going to have any excuse to get out.
When is your next night out? What does Jenny mean by this?
Who are you asking, Jenny?
Starbucks will never get money from you guys. Well, Rich, let me just tell you one thing. Although I don't like
We
coffee,
don't bash Starbucks.
oh no, I was gonna say.
Yeah, Starbucks won't get any money from me. I can
Well,
guarantee you
let me
that.
just be honest here. Although I don't drink coffee, I still go to Starbucks because they got those good frappuccino drinks, like those shakes, and also those good cake pops they have, and the cinnamon cakes. Those are good.
I'll make a cake pops. I
Now,
don't do all that now with
now
them.
if Starbucks ever starts coming out with a chicken sandwich, then I'll go.
They've had a few sandwiches.
Until
I'm
then, that
surprised they
ain't happening.
haven't. Yeah, she probably went on to go curse me for not liking coffee.
Yeah,
um,
Jenny,
And thank you, Chrissy. That is a coffee drink.
that'll be me this weekend. Oh yeah, that's right. You went on at the start of the show. So tomorrow I am leaving for Vermont. I am leaving first thing in the morning for Vermont, and I am actually going to be with John Griffin and the UNI research team, and we will be filming for the Paranormal Puzzle documentary. That's actually Vermont at Wilson Castle. That's going to be the first of three places that we're going to be at over the next couple of months. And I was given the okay to announce my participation for the Wilson Castle. But so far, the other two locations have not been announced, so I can't announce those yet. But I can Wilson Castle. It's about a 13-hour drive for me, so I'll be on the road all day tomorrow, which means I'm going to be missing out on 13th Dimension. So that's where Adrienne and Jan are going to be hijacking the show. Um, and then we're going to be doing our thing on Saturday, and then I'll be coming back home. Yes, Brad, I am taking the 4-in-1 with me. It's already packed up in the bag. I'll be coming home Sunday. And well, I don't know if I'm going to be home Sunday night or Monday morning. It'll be one or the other.
July 23rd. 23rd.
July 23rd. That is still up in the air.
That's the
I am
show, yeah.
waiting for a residential. I'm
Now,
still waiting on hearing for that.
I don't know the date, but if no one's doing anything in November, Old Stone Jail is or the right there at Old Stone Jail, Whiskey Tango Foxtrot is hosting their annual meet and greet there. I don't know if you want to set booth how much it is or anything, but the great thing about Old Stone Jail, I love investigating there and the historical place across from it. But if you do like a long term of it, Octagon Hall's right down the road.
Oh, Octagon Hall. I've heard of that place.
So that's in November. I saw Billy post it. Let me see. Billy
And
Wilkerson.
That's in Kentucky, right? Or is that Tennessee?
Yeah, it's right.
Kentucky.
Not
Okay.
far from Nashville.
Okay, so it's close to the Kentucky. Yeah, I was gonna say, so that's
with
close to the Kentucky.
Unity Convention in October. I am not committed to anything in October or November.
Let me see.
Okay.
Even though you won't come to my thing in October.
I know.
So Octagon Hall, so it's close to the Kentucky-Tennessee border, then, right?
Yeah. Now, but the location for the meet and greet is actually Old Stone Jail. I'm trying to pull it up, but my internet's not wanting to. Maybe because my sisters won't quit texting me. Blame my sisters.
Could be that coffee too that might have caused them.
No, it's my crazy sisters. Everything's always my sister's fault.
Jenny, to answer your question, I'm still planning on it. However, I got to talk to you about that at some point because remind me, what time is that going to be going on again?
That will be 3:30 your time.
Okay. I'm not sure. Okay, so I might have a little bit of a scheduling issue with that, but that could change. Jenny, unfortunately, we actually might have a Paracon coming up here in Chicago that day. It's called Parapalooza. So I know I could probably stay for part of the show, but afterwards I probably have to go. So, but if it changes though, if I'm unable to go, then I could still come for the whole show on that day, the 23rd.
Yeah, and for me, I would say go ahead and count me out for that, just to be on the safe side.
You are committed to never visiting Starbucks in October, Jeremy.
If anyone has,
Just take out the in October, and that's how it is, unless they come up with a chicken sandwich.
My last investigation was in August, so she could take a break until next year. But she has one end at the end of September, then takes a break out. It's October. Who takes a break in October? So she'll be taking a break in November. You know what? That's exactly what I actually do. Is that, a lot of these investigations and paracons, and I've literally have said this almost every year. Like when it comes to the end of the season, is that when you approach the month of November or so, it's like the road trip Paracon investigation season is pretty much just about over. So a lot of times I usually have to wait until like late March or early April before the paranormal season, if you will, really returns.
So if anyone has got Billy
Thanks,
Wilkerson
Jenny.
on your Facebook page with Whiskey Tango Foxtrot,
Hey, Anita.
Paranormal in Kentucky, look it up. It does. He has on there. I just can't get on mine real quick, but he has on there sometime in November. He's having their annual meet and greet. If I can talk,
I'm friends with Billy.
But yeah, see if he because he posted it somewhere. I came across it. It was something, but I was busy at work today and really couldn't see the date.
I do not.
But it's actually really cool. It's right down the if you've never been to Old Stone Jail, it's right down the street from the courthouse that Johnny Cash and what was it?
Yeah, that was where
Carter, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I can't.
Too much coffee. You can't talk straight, Eileen.
I read between the lines yet.
I love that.
No, it's actually I've had 4 of these sitting here. Okay, so
are they warm?
They are room temperature, and this was cold that I had.
Leave me out.
That's still caffeine, though.
Yeah.
So that place is right down the street. It was so much fun investigating there. It was so much fun.
I would love to go down there when you guys are there, but that's going to be right in the middle of my healing time, and I'm not committing to anything during that time. Because I don't know how my head is going to feel, but my mouth is going to be wired shut. So I'm trying to socialize with people is going to be a really, really hard time for me. So that's why I'm not going to do anything.
Now,
I know about this Paracon.
If y'all have not been to Octagon Hall, it literally has everything there. It has aliens. It has Sasquatch. It has this ghost train. It has, of course, spirits. It's actually everything. And I love me my Octagon Hall brick.
You got a brick from Octagon Hall?
So I keep it.
Brad's asking cockroaches. I hope not.
Tons of them. I'll make sure.
No. I don't know if I want to go now. I just wanted to show this, what Jenny just said. I already knew about this, that they're having a Paracon in Ireland in February.
Way to go.
I'm really hoping I'm able to go. I've been talking to Jenny about that. I'm actually trying to have the hope of going to that.
I'll tell you what, Jenny, setting up for Paracons is a lot of fun, but at the same time, it is also a lot of work.
The breaking down is like the worst. You're like, okay, should I sell things at a discount?
Now, I find breaking down easier than setting up.
Well, it's all good except when like Ernie and Todd like deface your banner and
I remember that.
people aren't trying to steal cups and ratting you out.
Yeah, I remember when they were messing around with your banner back there at
I'll
Fear
be right
Fest.
back.
That was a lot funny.
Oh wait. I gotta show this what Jenny just said. Oh, Dr. Karen O'Keefe is coming. If you have any
Nice.
advice, please let me know. That's awesome. Just please don't deface the skull. What? I don't know what skull he's talking about.
Are you talking about their wolf, or are you talking about something totally different?
And Anita here says, never been to a Paracon. Our cons are literary or SF related, though a couple of us did a UFO festival recently.
See, all we have here is Comic-Con, so I have to like travel everywhere.
This must be about Dr. Karen O'Keefe. He's coming after he was on our show, the crank we had. I don't know what's supposed to be that last part of it. That's awesome either way.
Oh, and yeah, Brad, I'm gonna take that wolf and I'm gonna throw it against
the wolf's skull.
Just saying.
Mm.
I'm mean. I go to jail all the time. I'm mean. I had to get some bad image on me.
Yeah.
Just to survive jail.
The only thing
she's a meanie. She abuses us.
Oh, the crack we have. That's what. Okay. That means for fun. Interesting. Well, just only request, Eileen, is that just make sure not to try to put that coffee on that wolf's skull.
Actually, I'm gonna steal my cup back and I'm gonna get it.
Careful, Brad said he cursed it. Brad, can you curse my cup too? So that way, when she does take it, it'll curse her. You know what? Brad's even said, you don't want that curse.
I'm surprised you didn't curse your music box.
Yeah.
Do what?
The music box.
I'm surprised you didn't curse the music box. Now, I'll be taking the music box as well with me, Brad, and the devil's toy. I'll be taking all of that with me. But no guarantees that I'll be using them, because the whole purpose of the documentary is to do experiments, and we are very focused on specific kinds of experiments. But I'm taking everything with me. You just never know. You just never know.
And I will say, guys, if y'all have anything going on that you want to promote.
Okay, hold on. Tyrese, I have heard about you. And Lorena, I have heard about you.
I told you they were going to come on.
Yeah. So you assholes, get off of this show right now.
I told you they'd come on.
Yeah.
Oh, leave them on. Parathug got them. Parathug got them.
They're gone.
Yeah, guys, if y'all are ever on podcasts, there's 3 trolls out there that like to make fun of children that are autistic, children that are anybody who has got Down syndrome. They do body shaming, all that. If y'all see them, trust me, I'm doing some research.
Yeah. Joe, you missed out on it. We had 2 assholes that came onto the show. They were trolling another show last night. I was warned about them. I'd been waiting all night for them to come up.
Yep.
As soon as I saw their names,
there'll be one more that'll pop up in just a few minutes, probably.
Yeah.
As soon as you block one, they'll come back.
Their names are Lorena Mitchell and Tyrese Gladwin. I will.
And the other one is Sonny Gunn. That'll pop up.
I will go ahead and put their names in here.
So yeah, and literally, I've been doing some research, been talking to other people that they've done, and so yeah, we got some work going on behind the scenes on that, because you don't mess with people. First of all, children are off limits. Secondly, no one can, you don't talk about anyone who has different abilities.
Right. So we can already surmise that they're probably all the same person because they came in at the same time.
Right, and that's kind of after I've done some things.
Yeah.
I've done some researching, and there are a lot of similarities with them.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Oh, you missed the trolls.
The trolls.
Yeah. Well, the one said that I was definitely autistic,
Oh,
and
yeah.
then yeah, that one,
Pirate
and then the
filter.
other one was the pirate filter. Yeah. So hey, the picture showed up. So that's the profile that I was looking at.
Wow.
So
If you look, there's scars all over her face.
Jill. What's
But
up,
it's a
Jill?
fake account. They're all
Yeah.
fake accounts.
We'll hack some.
Oh, we got that going too, baby.
yeah.
They're
So
planning
as
to pull
soon
that
as soon, so I've been waiting on them all show long.
I warned you.
As soon as they came up, I just jumped right on them.
Trollers will be trolling, but yeah. Terrible as Jill
In
said.
fact, Eileen, I actually have a suspicion as to who that person is.
Hit me up. Well, we'll talk after the show. Because like I said, I'm really working on some things. I got some people who know how to do things.
Yeah.
Check this out. Adrienne left to go hex me for saying coffee is nasty, Jill.
I just texted you, Eileen.
I see it.
Yeah. That's who I'm suspecting. Yes, because he had a beef with Howard too.
Whoa, Jeremy.
Oh, Sammy's here. The third troll. I told you she was coming.
Hey, welcome, Sammy. Sammy, I am so glad to see you here because you are an asshole.
And
Yes,
we got
you
some
are.
tacos that gonna go out.
You're out. You are
Yeah.
out.
Man, y'all killed my fun there. I told y'all she was gonna come in.
Yep.
I'm psychic now.
Yep.
I'm
So
surprised she didn't say anything about me.
She didn't have time, sweetie, because
Well,
she hit
'cause I
all.
wasn't-
we have time to-
She hit everybody last time.
Get their address. I will send them some hissing cockroaches.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's make them someone else's problem, Brad, for once. Sammy the loser troll.
Yeah. So yeah, Eileen, that's who I think it is. That's who I'm suspecting.
It's like they start at the top and they work their way down the screen when they start doing it. So if anyone
that's what they did last time because they didn't get the Scott.
Now are they blocked from things now? Or just the podcast?
I will go check.
Because I don't know if Rosie's still on here. I see Jenny's still on here. Y'all just all keep an eye out because you might have some children watching some of your shows that really people don't think about. Some of the stuff they're talking about could really, really hurt somebody. I mean, mentally, and could really mess them up.
They
Y'all got anyone who manages any shows, put the word out there. Let's get them off these paranormal pages.
Definitely.
Okay, Tyrese is banned. Look, yep, all three of them are banned from the Things Network page.
Good.
Okay, what about the shows? Because I know if we're streaming at other locations, can they come in through those shows?
I am going to go and check on all of the places banned. Okay, they are not banned on Temple.
Rosie and Jenny, isn't that y'all?
Yeah, that's theirs.
Yeah, that's Rosie and Jenny.
I know Jenny's one of the ones who runs the page, so she.
Right, I think Jenny was still on here. I think
she should be able to
all run the Temple page.
Yeah, she should be able to block them from Temple.
Yeah.
I just want to point this out. What Jill said. Watch out! We'll sick samurai on you for trolling Nick and his team.
Mhm.
Oh, Jill, I don't know if you know who Beth Allen is. Pair of thugs on this too because they verbally
Beth was.
attacked one of my sisters last night.
Oh, I was gonna say if Beth was here right now, she'd tear those people apart.
Oh, I was trying to get her too, but Jeremy, I was like, Lord.
Yeah.
Rosie's the owner of Temple Page. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So,
thanks,
yeah,
Joe.
Because honestly, guys, if someone's got self-image issues, all it takes sometimes is one comment to push them over the edge.
Yep.
Oh yeah. And I was waiting on them. I was waiting on them all
It is
day.
always the end of the show. It was the
I
end of the
know.
show last time too.
It writes.
Yeah. So yeah, I was waiting on
And my
them all night, and I'm glad they came. And as you guys all saw, as soon as they hit, I jumped right on them. So yeah. I ain't
No, we're
putting
gonna have.
I
As much
hate
as I-
Chrissy must have got off because man,
Oh, Chrissy would have done something too.
we were waiting because they attacked Chrissy last night
Oh, how did they attack her last
on her
night?
podcast.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And this is my family. You don't mess with my family, babe.
No. Dawn is running it with Rosie, and she needs help when needed. Okay. Brad, what do you need?
Yeah. I checked the Things Network page. They are banned from that page. I checked the temple. Apparently, when I banned them from here, it only banned them from the Things Network page. It did not ban them from the temple page. It did not ban them from the Spirit page.
Brett, I will not do that. Go to your window and wave to me before I release these roaches by your house. Now, I will not do that. In fact, tell you what, Brett, what I'm actually going to do instead, I'm going to invite a bug exterminator over my house, and I'll let him do that, and he'll have the bug spray ready.
Jenny, yeah, they are fake
are.
pages. They are fake pages. And they are pages that have been around for a little while.
One of them's been a year, maybe two. I did some homework, babies.
Yeah.
One's been 2018, one's 2015, if I'm not mistaken, but they all are associated with each other. I've been doing research, getting in touch with other people they've trolled, and we're getting down the bottom of it. And then we got some people who know how to get.
Yeah, those are their names. Those are their names.
Anita. Exactly.
Yep.
Yep. Just follow the IP address. Sorry, Jeremy. I just wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
See
Okay,
else.
now that I don't know how to do. So
there's people who do.
Yeah.
We good.
Yeah. So those are the names to look out for. Let's see.
Oh, Anita's saying she could ask her people if we want her.
Go for it. Whatever.
Yep, you got
Everybody work on it. Because if I find out someone in the paranormal world doing this,
yeah.
Whoa.
So
ruined.
Oh.
So that you know what the pictures look like. There's Lorena Mitchell.
She and said those are scars all over her face. She looks, but I don't think it's. I
Wait a
don't
minute,
think it's real people.
I don't know.
Wait a minute, that's a woman?
Yes.
Dude,
Yeah.
I thought that was a guy. I thought that was a dude.
No.
And there's Tyrese. There's his profile picture. And Sammy.
Sammy was.
Here we go.
Yeah.
And there's Sammy.
Wow.
I will tell y'all think Save Waverly Hills got out there? Let me find out someone with the paranormal world because you learn with that paranormal people have a mouth.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
God. Need to screen cap the images.
Good. Excellent. Good.
Tell they are amazing paranormal researchers. Is she referring to us or to those pages?
Yeah. Well, First of all, it would really help them out if they knew how to spell stuff correctly.
Yep.
Um, yeah.
Mad skills like FBI will handle that too. We got you.
Everyone. And then,
Got
like
all
I said,
names and pictures. Touche, Jenny said.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Whoever
So
you
if it is who I think it is, yeah, he did have beef with Howard. Should not have had any beef with Christy. So I don't know why. He would definitely have beef with me, and I don't give a
right.
shit. Yeah.
the gob fight shites.
But seeing if they're not in the paranormal world, they don't know that we all know how to investigate and find out the unknown, and we all have certain skills.
Mm-hmm.
And you've got hackers, you've got you've got people who know everything. How to do
It's
the-
almost like call me crazy for this. It's almost like, and I'm not trying to go over the edge, but it's like, like when you deal with, when people are in gangs and stuff like that, like when you're a part of a gang, no one's going to touch you because if they do, you're going to have all your other homeboys, covering for you and fighting. So it's the same thing, basically, kind of like with us. You get into a beef with one of us, you're going to get into a beef with 100, 200, 500 investigators. So, that's why, a lot of us, we've had a few times, issues with people, but most people are smart enough to know that no one is gonna, bully or bother, any of us because they know that if you try to pick on that person, then we're gonna have probably about 10 other guys backing us up before we can even get started with them.
Well, it's not just people backing us up, but there are some of us that can do shit.
Yeah. Well, that's
And
what I
you
mean.
don't want to mess with that.
Well, that's what I mean. There's just times where sometimes those other people will go before you can even get started, not realizing that, you can handle it yourself. So that's how I always handle these issues.
Mm-hmm.
First, I don't try to call it for, I try call for backup, if you will. I don't try calling that for first. I try to handle it on my own, but when it gets too overwhelming, that's when I send a message out saying, hey, guys, I need some help over here.
Yeah.
So, Jenny, doing my research today. Now, again, I was at work, so I had to do it before I went to work today. So I haven't really done a lot, but there are a lot of links to the three of them.
Mm-hmm.
I personally feel it's roughly, if it's not the same person, they're doing it at the same time. Obviously, but they get in the cahoots and say, let's do this. And it could be, no offense, it could be someone watching still right this moment that go to their fake account. But you just don't.
I think it's all one person, and one of the names just tells it all. One of the names tells me who it might be. Yeah.
That's the perfect retaliation, Brad. There won't be nothing funnier than opening a package and having 500 cockroaches let loose in your house.
There you go. Michael, okay, so
that's my husband. Just tell him to shut up. He heard about it all last night.
Yeah. So, Jill, thank you. But the truth is, normally by now, all of this hair would be gone. But because of the documentary that I'm going to be filming this weekend and in August, I decided to put that off for a year because I do this every 2 years. I grow the hair out and then I cut it all off and donate it and shave my head and then grow it out again for another 3 years. This is that third year, but because of the documentary, I put it off for 1 year. And then because of the surgery that I'm going to be having at the end of September, I'm going to just go ahead and get rid of all of it because of where the incision is going to be. It'll just make it easier. The doctor tells me I don't have to do it, but the truth is it's just going to make it easier, not only on him, but on me to keep the area clean. And as far as what Michael's saying, yeah, I get what he's saying, that we are giving them the attention that they want.
Yes.
But here's the thing. I've got no problem calling those people out or even calling them assholes.
Yep.
Ooh, you said the A word. Ooh, I'm telling.
Assholes, jackass, I don't give a Well, I won't say that, but
You gotta understand his point.
but here's the thing: by giving them
NFJ
the
Jill.
attention that we are right now, with certain people watching us, now that's going to get them the kind of attention that they don't want later on.
Yep.
That's going to really be bad.
See,
Word's going to get spread.
You gotta look at it from his side. He has to hear every conversation between me and Beth. He has to hear every conversation between me and Chrissy. He bless his heart.
So true, Jenny.
So he's like, I'm sick of hearing all this, probably.
Jill's comment. Oh, and guess what?
Right.
Anita says her friend has the horse.
Do we have a show after ours?
I don't think so.
I know Chantel would donate a horse for me. Lady Godiva's awkward cousin. Yeah, I am not to be riding a horse.
No, Brad.
I can
That would
already
actually. That would probably be like a special episode of Naked and Afraid.
Yeah, this will not be ever on Naked and Afraid.
Yeah. So two things. Jill, I don't know.
Wait. Can you even ride the horse though, Jerry?
Yeah, probably not.
I have ridden a horse before, but not for like.
When I was younger, I've ridden a horse that they did, that goes in circles, but never freestyle.
Well, I will say this.
Been on a horse.
Well, let me tell you something, Jeremy. I mean, the time that I did ride a horse, which was like 15 years ago, if not longer, I actually did that out in at Turkey Run in Indiana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know that Chantel, because she's talked to me about riding a horse.
I just love this. I'm naked, and why the hell did I agree to this episode?
No, next time y'all talk to David Childers, y'all make fun of him because he has, I think his dad has 2 horses, and I was over at his house all the time. Never once did he allow me on a horse. And when I was in high school, my best friend, who actually lives down the road now, she had a horse, and we were going to go horseback ride. We had saddles, everything. The bull got a hold of the side of Charlie, which was her horse, so I couldn't ride Charlie because he had to go get taken care of. I was like, that was the only time. Now, my husband, on the other hand, he can't even stand being chased by chickens. We were at my cousin's house, and we pulled up in the driveway, and these chickens were coming. He's like, "What the heck? What the heck? There's loose chickens." It was kind of funny.
Come down, learn to ride, have fun checking out the haunted farm, and great photos. And here, Jill's like, Ilene, never okay. You need to at least try this. Hey, what's up, Carl? Good to see you.
Let me go horseback riding.
Good to see you, Carl.
Now, first of all, Anita, I don't know who Becca is, so I don't know who you're talking about.
We'll need to come to Virginia.
2, I'm actually glad that Adrienne wasn't here when that happened because she would have gone ballistic.
Oh my God! Yeah,
she would have gone ballistic. And 3, Nick, I was just thinking about this. What if I did something with my hair on the show, like cut it off or have
let me shave
on the show?
I'm gonna shave it. I will go to Indiana. Just give me a razor and let me shave it.
There you go, guys. Because I'm doing all of this. Adrienne left early.
Yeah, she had to leave early. Jill, she'll be on the 13th Dimension tomorrow night. Yeah.
So, okay. Because I'm going to be cutting all of my hair off the weekend before I have my surgery. Nick, what if, say, Ilene does come up here, she can cut all my hair off during the 13th Dimension on that Friday night on our last show.
I was going to ask you to drop me.
That would be interesting.
He's not out there.
Should have been there. I would have put her off the hook for the coffee comment.
You would.
Hey, Tom's on. You will look like a young boy, Jeremy. Brad. Okay, so this should have you do some research on a crypto that was from Wisconsin called the. I've heard of the Hodag, but wasn't that later revealed to be a hoax? That's what I heard about. That it was later revealed to be a hoax monster, unless there's been actual sightings of it. I don't know. Oh, and Carl, you guys are going to be at Ashmore Estates this Saturday.
Really?
Well, that's just Carl. You guys are going to be no more than like 2.5 hours away from me. I mean,
Yeah.
we
And this Saturday, I'm going to be in Vermont.
Yeah,
So
yeah, you were going to be in Vermont. I'm not sure if I could do that. If okay, so yeah, okay, so Carl, if you guys are going to be at Ashmore, I don't know if this is a public thing, but if you guys are allowing people to come out, maybe I could try. We could try to make a trip over there because I'm not that far from Ashmore. It's just 180 miles away. It's just like a 2.5 hour drive from me.
Yep. Anita, I'll be in Vermont tomorrow night.
Yeah. Tom's like, have Nick do it also.
Well, you'd have to be over here, Nick.
No, cut my hair then. What was that, Jeremy?
Oh, have Nick cut his hair off.
Yeah, have. Yeah, it says if you are cutting it. Whoops! If you are cutting it out live, Jeremy, take donations to wax it out live as well.
Well, when I do cut all my hair off, I am going to be shaving it all the way down. So it's going to be like Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Oh, it's a private investigation. He said.
Yeah.
Oh, Tom said he was free for that day. So okay.
So there you go, Eileen. There's your invitation if you want to come up and cut my hair for me.
Well, I'm trying to. He's not at his computer, and I was trying to see if he'll drive me up there to do this. I'm trying to see if he's not at his computer anymore.
Wouldn't that be something?
Tom, and you know what? Tom said he'll do it for
Jenny,
me.
There would be nothing. It's going to be.
Oh, that would be so cool if I could wax his head. Yes. Yes.
You know when we need to play?
I am going to be stone cold bald.
Yeah, that's what Jill's asking. Are you doing a buzz cut, Jeremy, or what exactly?
No.
Can you
No.
Can you see me putting like wax on Jeremy's face and go?
Yeah, I'll be shaving the beard off too. I'm just going to shave it all off.
No, Tom, I'm sorry, Jeremy.
Oh, there you go. Okay, because it'll just be easier to do it that way.
You know what? I gotta say.
Yeah, Mr. Queen.
Yeah, Mr. Queen. Carl's asking this. Can we go live on Things Network Saturday night for this?
Yes, because I was talking to Greg because he's doing an event this weekend, but because of something that they got going on, they're not going to be able to go live. So, Carl, yes, you can go live Saturday night.
And Carl, let me know about. I know you guys said it's a private investigation, but I know, let me know because me and Tom will be available this Saturday. Tom just said that he's available for Saturday, so if you guys
also Carl, if you do have any other questions, I will be completely unavailable because I'm going to be filming Saturday night. So if you do have questions, ask Nick, Eileen, Adrienne. Ask them because I will not be available at all.
Page set up for donation. The Adonis shaves his head.
Hold on.
Sorry, I'm just trying to get through all the comments. I used to had piercings at the time, so I did look like Mr. Queen.
I'm going to look like a thumb. Yes, I am, Anita. I'm going to look like a thumb.
All bald men can be pretty sexy.
Guys, I have got to get up and be like on the road at 6:00 in the morning to head to a job I'm helping at tomorrow. So I got to be on the road at 6 to make it there by 8. So I am going to have to jump off and start getting ready for.
Okay.
Hey, very quickly, I just want to say if this hair cutting thing's happening, what we need to play is really quickly. Have you guys ever heard of that band? This was a band from the 90s called Pavement. You guys remember that band?
What's the name of it?
Pavements.
No, I don't think so.
You're too young for us, baby.
I was born that era, so I was born when they were performing. But they did a song that was called "Cut Your Hair."
Huh?
They did a song called "Cut Your." Oh,
Okay, I see where you got a little awkward there, Jill. I get the hint. Yep, I get the hint. I'm on you, Jill. I got the hint.
I'm sorry. I love you, but my husband's been trying to talk me into letting him get a Viper, and that's down the road. And he said the only way we could go to Indiana is if I let him buy the Viper. I can't let him buy it.
like an actual snake viper?
No, the car.
Oh, a car. I'm like, wait, what?
He just bought a brand new, well, not brand new, but he just bought a Z, okay? Now he wants this Viper.
Oh, okay. I got a plan B. Since it's going to be the last episode of the 13th Dimension, what if we get Tim, Crystal, and Scott to come here and do it?
I wanted to like put wax on your face, like put it in my waxer, melt the wax, and then put it up and go, whoosha.
Well,
Sorry, I had a little too much fun with that idea.
Well, then Eileen, unless you let him buy that, you ain't doing it.
I'm not paying that insurance.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to call you. You gonna be up early in the morning? It's 7:00 my time when I hit the road at 6. I mean 7:00 your time when I hit the road at 6.
Talking to me, Eileen?
Yes, because I don't call Nick.
Oh.
He's
my
in his crib
plan,
rocking.
My crib.
I need to be. My goal is to be on the road no later than 8 because it's going to be a 13-hour drive, and I really want to try to get to the hotel before it gets dark.
Okay, I'm gonna try to call you in the morning, and sorry guys, I know y'all don't want to hear our conversation, but I'm gonna try to call you in the morning. If you answer, you answer. If you don't, you don't. Jill, you still have not sent me a friend's request, so I'm not talking to you right now. But thank you. Because I'm out of Facebook jail now.
And Carl, just let me know tomorrow, because if you guys can, I'm sure Tom and I would love to meet up with you guys at Ashmore.
All right. Sweet dreams. Love you guys.
Good night, Eileen.
Have a good night. I'll talk to you in the morning.
Where's my mouse? I can't leave the studio. Where's my mouse? There it is.
Well, I can remove. Well, I was going to say I can remove her. She wanted me to.
Oh my God, Jeremy, you need to change your voicemail to "Coffee sucks."
No. So Nick, maybe we can do that. Maybe get Tim, Scott, and Crystal to come up here, and they can do it.
That would be awesome. And they have the song "Cut Your Hair" playing, from Pavements. So, like, we'll just have like a video, like one of us playing the song. Death threats incoming. Guys, ever tried Yerba Mate? What's that?
I have
Yerba Mate?
I have no idea. Jenny, how will I feel shaving my head? I've done it several times. I actually like it.
I've done it a few times too, although it's been like so many years.
Yeah.
Oh, better than coffee, I swear. That's what Jill said. And, I'll tell you one thing. Like, whenever I've had...
Nick and I don't drink coffee.
Yeah.
Eileen and Adrienne are the ones to ask.
Well, oh my God. You need to do an Eddie Munson and play it.
That's one hell of a widow's peak.
Yeah, well, now let me tell you something about, like, the few times I've like actually like, well, not shave it, but I've gotten like buzz cuts. You may not.
This is completely shaved.
Well, no. I mean, like for me, like skin. Well, no. I mean, that's the shortest it's gone. And I'll tell you right now, whenever I've had it, I mean, you don't see the resemblance now, but people say when I have like a buzz cut, I look like Curly Howard from the Three Stooges.
I am going
I shaved each sides. I might do the middle bit, Jenny said.
So I'm going to give you guys a preview because as some of you know, I do a cappella albums, um, and I try to do at least two a year. I've already done one earlier this year. In fact, I'm getting ready to start working on another one that I'm going to start working on next week after I get back to release another a cappella album. And one of my albums, I actually it was called Duo Live.
Dual live?
And yeah, Duo,
Oh,
DOU.
duo. I thought you said dual live. Like, wait a second,
No,
what?
Duo Live. And oh no, I'm sorry. This one's just called Duo. And this,
Oh my God, I remember that picture. Yeah.
yeah,
You just
that was literally the before and after. I was in Carson City, and it was one of those times for me to cut my hair.
you
So I took a
literally
picture of me, and then as soon as the guy was done, I took another picture, and it automatically looked like I had lost 20 pounds.
I know. You literally look like that lead singer from Five Finger Death Punch.
So that's what I look like with a bald head.
Is that really you? Really bald? Jill's asking.
Yeah, that was really me. Oh,
I love Jenny's comments. OMG,
yeah,
who are you? He does. And
that is really me.
Serial killer vibes, Brad said.
So, and I got to tell you, it is so liberating when I cut all that hair off.
I'm sure it had to feel good.
Subtle, Jill, subtle. It is. I'm going to be honest.
You look
I
like a
love
kid there.
having long hair. I love having long hair, and that is how most people identify me: the long hair.
That just doesn't look like you, Brad said.
But it is me.
Baby face.
And when the hair is going, especially that first year, and all of a sudden that nice cold air hits the skin, oh, it feels so good.
It's got to be good.
It feels so good. And then automatically I go from 25-minute showers to less than 5-minute showers.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah. All I got to do is just take that washcloth, whoop, whoop, I'm done.
Jeremy Babyface York. We had no idea. Oh, can we see Nick with short hair too? I'm gonna have to find one. I don't know if I have one already. Yeah,
Well,
I'm
if you go far back into your pictures, you will.
I got a lot of pictures though from over the years.
Yeah.
And I mean, I literally have pictures that literally go all the way back to high school.
Mm-hmm.
I loved Babyface.
Well, she's talking about the R&B singer.
Yeah. I didn't know
he is
that.
famous for "When Can I See You Again."
What's that?
He's famous for the song "When Can I See You Again."
I never heard of that singer or that song.
It's a really good song. Babyface is actually very talented. He was huge back in the 90s.
Okay.
I think he is still performing, but I'm not sure.
One time I let my hair grow out. I will send you the picture, Jeremy.
Okay.
And saw your first interview. Yeah, I did have short hair back then, Jay. That's correct.
Yeah.
Yep. And Jill. Everybody always forgets how young I am. Yes, I know.
He's a youngin'. He's a youngin'. He's only 29, folks.
Please look him up. He's so great. He wrote a lot of people's songs, R&B.
He did.
See, I'm
He
actually
was-
looking right now. I'm actually looking right now to find a photo of me
Um,
with short hair.
he has written some really good songs for Boys to Men.
Oh, Boys to Men. I know who
Yeah.
they are.
Um,
Yeah.
In fact, I think I could be wrong on this, Jill. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think he wrote the song "Water Runs Dry" by Boys
Okay.
to Men, which to me is the best song they've ever done.
He's now a producer, apparently. Jenny said.
Water Runs Dry. I think Babyface wrote that one, but I'm not 100% sure.
So if you liked R&B, you'll like him.
Yeah, rhythm and blues. Um,
Okay, I found a picture. Here we go. This was taken actually about 3 years ago, and this was also the first. This was actually some of you guys may have seen this picture actually. It was also the same year my vest was created. You probably remember this picture of me. Of me. Oh wait, hang on. Let me turn off the green screen. I always forget it doesn't work.
well, we could see it that time.
Well, okay, let me try that again
Everything
then.
is all great. You
It's
got the hat on, Nick. You can't see it.
No, I don't. Well, no, you don't see like my hair would hang out even when I am wearing my hats.
Yeah, but they want to see the short hair. The actual short hair. They don't want to see you in a hat. Come on.
I'll find something better. I think y'all could be my kids. Let's see what I can find.
I need you to get your shit together. Listen.
As Jenny would probably say.
Well, Chrissy would have said that. Jenny would have said, I'm not going to go where Jenny would say.
All right. So the search is on for me to find something better.
Yeah. So that's what's going to happen. I'm going to go completely bald, and then that's it. It'll just be a one-time deal. Yeah.
Oh, Brett just sent me a picture. I wonder if it's that picture he was talking about.
Oh, he sent me one too.
Okay, he must have sent it simultaneously then. And now Jenny just sent me a picture. Everybody send me their pictures.
So, once I.
Okay, all bald. We'll try not to fall in love with you, baby face.
Right. Well, I won't be babyface for too long.
Man, I cannot really find wow, jeez.
Brad, that wasn't long hair. That was just short hair.
That was when I had hair. I'm in the sunglasses.
Yeah, that wasn't long hair.
Jill, I'm looking for one right now. I can't seem to find any pictures really of short hair, like really short hair.
Nick.
Okay, this is the only one I could find. It's not like bald in any way, but it is short hair. And it's actually an old, I think it might be a picture of me from high school. So this is as close as I can get. All right. Will this work out, Jeremy? Oh, wait a minute. It's still not showing. Here, hold on. Oh. I got to turn up. You know what? I got to turn off the OBS. That's what I got to do. Hang on.
That's Nick.
No, I got even shorter hair.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, hang on 1 second. I just got to get let me get the camera fixed. Because I was using OBS virtual camera. So you got to log off of okay, maybe. Okay, here we go. Now you can see it. It's definitely shorter.
You got bangs though. What gets me, Nick, is seeing a mustache and a goatee on you on some of these.
That picture, yeah, from like
Yeah, I'm not
2017.
used to seeing that.
Yeah, that was the old me back then.
So, since we are doing a show and tell of old pictures, um,
Puppy, puppy Nick. Oh, geez, wait a minute, what's going on?
this one here, I actually liked.
That's a good picture.
I like that one.
Here, hold on a second. I'm going back to OBS now.
Here's another one of mine that I really like.
Give me 1 second here. Oh,
That
okay. Well, that's kind of weird. I could see my background's on, but you can't see me though.
no.
All right, let's see what's going on.
Then there was me doing a little patch there on my chin.
Oh wow! Check that out.
Yeah.
Puppy Nick.
This one here, I really liked.
I remember that picture. Yeah.
Yeah, I really liked doing that. That was when I did a photo shoot.
Biker
I really
looking
liked
Jeremy.
doing that one.
Jill saying biker looking Jeremy.
Yeah. But my favorite picture of me, it is this one. This is
Yep,
my favorite
I know that
picture
one.
of me.
Oh, what the hell's going on?
That was when you and I stopped in Missouri that night. Remember, Nick?
Oh yeah, I remember. Yep.
Yeah,
I definitely remember
I
that.
took the picture that night.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So here I was looking like that, and then I had that damn accident and scarred me all over the place.
Yep. Unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I don't know what's going on here, but I'm.
So now my when you look at my nose from the side, it looks like somebody chopped off part of my nose, and yeah. So as you guys can tell, that took a big hit on my ego when that happened, going from that to this. But I've come to terms with it.
Man, I am having some real technical difficulties right now with the camera. I have no idea what's going on right now.
Turn it off.
That's what I'm trying to do. Well, first off, I'm trying to get me back on. I don't know why it's not showing me. What the hell is going? Okay, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna have to turn this off for now.
Yeah, turn it off.
Jeez, it's like that is just weird.
Yeah, it was a humbling experience. I'm not really sure how to describe it, but there were times during the first couple of months when I got home, I would look in the mirror and I would just feel like crying. I really did. Because I would look at that picture and then I would look in the mirror and I'm like, that's not me anymore.
Right. It says, but you are regardless. Work hard and play hard.
Right. Yeah. I pretty much comes to term with all of it. I don't like the patch. I really don't. And another thing that kind of hit me was at the time, not now, but at the time, my voice wasn't even the same.
Right, and I do remember like when
Yeah,
you were
because
first coming.
I had it sounded like I had a Scottish accent.
I remember, yeah.
Yeah. And once I have my mouth wired shut again, I'm probably going to have that accent back, most likely.
Mm-hmm. As unfortunately, I mean, as expected, yeah. Because I know you said you're gonna have to go through that whole same process once again.
Yeah, yeah, and this time I'm expecting it, and I am preparing myself for it. So it's not like it just hits me out of nowhere.
You want to see the best picture ever taken? Brad's asking. I got to do the saying. What saying?
Probably no.
Oh God, it's gonna be it's a cockroach. It's cockroaches, isn't it? Nope. That's not gonna happen.
That's probably the best picture ever taken.
Nope. I'm good. I don't need to see that.
Yeah. Oh, and the whole thing with the nose is that even though it looks like that a piece of it got carved out, they are going to be doing some resurfacing so that it's not quite as noticeable. So hopefully, um, silicone scar tape on all incisions. Use it for a year. Okay, I am not familiar with that.
Every time I talk, I look like Hal 9000.
You do actually.
Well, in that case, if it's the best picture you're going to ever show us, Brad, I'm sorry, Brad, but I'm afraid I can't let you do that. Carl just got back. Nick and
Hey, there
Tom,
you
great
go.
news. 7 p.m. Saturday night, Ashmore Estates. Oh, $33 each. That's a
That's a
good.
really good price for
Oh,
Ashmore.
we're taking it. I'll let Tom,
Yeah.
Carl. I'll let Tom know when he gets off.
Hmm.
I know the
That's
screen.
that's really good. Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Hang on. He just sent me a picture. Oh God, I'm scared here.
Oh, and I just read the text on that. Oh.
Oh, that's.
Yeah, I was thinking it was going to be something sweet.
um. Here Jenny said this. This is a good comment right here. Okay, there we go. Now I'm back.
Mhm.
OBS was acting weird, so
Yeah, it was a huge emotional change, that's for sure.
next jump scare reaction, right, Brad? Yeah, I'm back. I was having.
His daughter really is Bane.
Yeah. Man, Bane is just dangerous. Yeah.
Is that her name?
I'm eating something no cap. What? I have no idea what the hell are you talking about.
I don't know.
I have no idea what she. I mean, I know a lot of stuff she mentions, but I have no idea that what eating no cap. I don't get it. Something no cap. I'm sometimes lost on some of the things Jill does say. I'm sorry, but that just.
She's probably just really into the moment.
I think she is too. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, no lies.
Oh. Just here to go.
That's what she meant. No lies.
What did you think it was going to be? A cockroach picture?
Well, knowing you, Brad,
Urban Dictionary, Jill said.
Oh, okay.
You got me, Jill. You got me, Jill.
So maybe cap is slang for lie. Maybe
I
don't
I don't
know.
know. I don't know. I don't know either. That's all kind of new stuff for me. So
So I've got everything already ready and packed up for tomorrow, except for my cooler. Um, get up in the morning, throw everything in the car, and get on the road. It's going to be a long
oh, I'm
drive.
sure it's gonna be. It's gonna be longer than the trip to New York, obviously, because you're like going way up to the northeast.
Salamanca is only about the halfway point.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, true. That is true for you. I guess
I'm
speaking from
driving 800
experience.
miles tomorrow.
I mean, I showed you the Children of the Corn type filter I put on my daughter's picture. Hey,
Yeah.
just out of curiosity, how come you never fly to some of these destinations, Jeremy?
Do what?
How come you never fly to some of these destinations? How come you never fly to some of these to these locations?
Um. Well, first of all, I enjoy the scenery when I'm driving. Um, and driving is very relaxing for me. It gives me a chance to really clear my head and stuff like that.
Okay,
I can blast music when I'm driving.
that is a good thing. Yeah.
And there is no way in hell that I would trust the airlines with my bag of equipment.
That is true. Because you
Yeah.
sometimes do have that difficulty of trying to get your equipment on. And even though we all know it's completely harmless, unfortunately, in this day and age, they would just look at it as like a weapon.
Well, it's not just that, but the way that they throw these things around. So, the 4-in-1, for example. I know you haven't. No, you have seen it, Nick.
Yeah, I
So
have.
so the sensors that are sticking out. So if I don't have it packed just right, and they just throw the bag, if it hits just right, those sensors that Brad's got on the side can get pushed in.
Yeah, just like what Brad said, they would just damage the items.
Yeah. So, and once those sensors are pushed in, that's done.
Exactly.
So yeah,
Um,
there's no way I'm gonna do that.
Now Jenny's asking if you got and that kind of already answered Jill's question. Then, do you guys fly or just drive to locations? Yeah, most of the time we drive.
Yeah, I prefer driving.
If you guys know
Uh,
the locations here in Ireland, what would be your place to go to? Jenny's
Tyrese
asking.
Squad. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's a joke.
Yeah, I can tell.
He's a joke.
Spirit and Arrows. One of those trollers is trying to message Jill. They toss it around and it can go to Singapore while you go to Detroit. A Tyrese Gladwin. Oh, wow. Carl, 6.5 hour drive to Ashmore for us. Oh, man.
That's not bad.
It's not, I was going to say it's not terrible. I mean, that's almost as far as to get down to Alton, Illinois, even though it's in the same state.
Mm-hmm.
It's about a good 6.5, because that's literally down in southern Illinois.
Yeah, and 6 hour drive that can really go really quick.
Yep.
And you can get that depending on the vehicle you're driving. You can get that all in one nonstop trip. Fill up on gas, drive for 6 hours, and you're there.
Mm-hmm.
Don't even have to stop. And if you can handle how much you're drinking, don't even have to stop for that.
Right, right. What's the longest you've driven to a location? Joel's asking.
Um,
I can answer that already, which no doubt, no doubt in the shadow of my mind, it was definitely to Salamanca, New York for Wildwood, our most recent trip. That was the furthest we've gone to, at least for me and Tom.
for me, it would be in Nevada. Um, it would be Nevada at the Virginia City. And the last time I did that, I drove from Long Island, New York, to Virginia City.
Brad's saying waiting for my 3D model to come back, so when I make the REM pods, not only they'll be 1/3 of the price, but 1/3 the size as well.
That wouldn't be bad, yeah.
That wouldn't be bad at all.
Mm-hmm.
And just the gas will be bad driving a Toyota Tundra to
Oh,
Ashland.
17 miles to yeah, that's bad.
It's like that just about everywhere, unfortunately. Even
Well,
gas prices.
no, because this vehicle only gets 17 miles to the gallon.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I read it wrong then.
See that's where I got lucky with mine. I actually reached my all-time high driving out to Salamanca when I filled up in Sherman. Whenever I fill up my car, I always check the gas mileage. And driving from Fort Wayne, Indiana to Sherman, New York, I actually hit 40 miles to the gallon,
Oh wow.
and that shocked me
Jeez.
because I had never gotten that many miles per gallon before.
Well, I'm sure that would have shocked me too if I found
Yeah.
out about that while we were in New York. Have you been out of the country for anything or any investigations so far?
Investigations, no. Out of the country, just in general, yes. I've been to Canada for Niagara Falls twice, and I've also been to Mexico.
This is why we rent every time to go places, get a better vehicle on gas and leave the spirits with the vehicle. Yeah, I mean, so far for me, I haven't really, I've been wanting to get out to other countries to investigate, but so far that hasn't happened. The closest I've ever done something like that was, again, back actually in my high school days where it was actually during a cruise that we had during spring break, and the cruise did take us down to Mexico, and that gave us a chance to kind of what about Nick? What's the farthest? As Joe's asking, and although it wasn't really an investigation, we did ask a number of people, obviously, about their most legendary cryptid they had there, which was undoubtedly the chupacabra, which they said they didn't really get a lot of reports in that part of Mexico. They said I think it was further north or further west that they get most of the chupacabra sightings. So that's the furthest. And again, with the same cruise, we also went to Jamaica, which of course there's a lot of voodooism that is practiced throughout Jamaica. So we didn't really get to see like any of that kind of stuff there because we were only there a day. Although I was completely unaware, however, though we were not too far from Montego Bay, which is where Rose Hall is located, which that is rumored to be haunted, which I think that would have been great to investigate, but it was only a day trip to be out there.
Okay, and Jill also asked if you could go out of the country, where would I go? Not Ireland. Not Ireland.
So what would it be
That's
then?
a facial ass that lives out there. Oh boy, so many places overseas that I would love to go. I definitely would like to go to Lep Castle there in Ireland. I would like to go to Provenza Island there in Italy.
Oh, I thought it was called Poveglia.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
I,
Poveglia.
I can never say it right.
It's an Italian
Um,
thing. I'm part Italian, so I know how to say it right.
Asian countries, I would like to check out Suicide Forest.
Yep, Japan.
Um,
Jetty.
I had to do that just because you were here. Because you were here, Janet, that gave me the opportunity to do that.
Yeah, Jill. Yeah, by Asian countries, maybe as she said. Yeah,
Um,
like that's in Scotland.
I would like to go check out. Um, 'Cause they're always talking about different jails there in Australia.
Yeah, although unfortunately some of them are still in operation. I mean, but hopefully in the future they'll probably eventually close because they actually do have a number of old prisons that do exist throughout Australia. So much are now closed and open to the public, but unfortunately a few of them are still in operation.
I would like to see
India is
if
another
there's
interesting one.
any kind of activity at all in Antarctica.
You know, there's only been, as far as I know, only one show that's ever gone down to Antarctica, and that was, I think that was Destination Truth with Josh Gates. They
Really?
actually went, yeah, they went down to Antarctica. I mean, most of the time they really don't do like a lot of haunted locations. They look more into the into like a lot of the cryptid and mythological being type of stuff. But this was one of their few paranormal episodes, and I think even Josh at one point said this might have been the only known haunted location in all of Antarctica. It was like an abandoned building. And when they had to get down
Yeah,
there, they,
I'm going to have to check that out because
yeah,
I don't know anything about that.
I can't remember the name of the place, but well, and they even trying to get to Antarctica, even this area was difficult because they literally they had to go over there obviously by boat. I think they had to ship literally from like the tip of South America of Argentina to get down there, which surprisingly,
There's a lot of places in South America I want to go to.
yeah. Well, they
Jenny, you can, but you have to be careful because Carl will be going live Saturday night. Um, I don't know what time exactly he's planning on it.
Pearl Harbor, that's another good spot.
That would be
Yeah.
a good place to
Yeah,
go to.
Pearl Harbor would be another good one, especially after
Yeah.
what happened over there. The Frankenstein Castle. I never heard of
Uh,
that.
Jenny, I will not be available at all Saturday night because I'll be filming for the documentary and working on that one. So, so I won't be of any help for you on that one. Get a hold of Nick, Eileen, Adrienne, um, even work with Carl.
Yeah.
Find out what time he plans on going live, and then maybe between the two of you, you can figure it out. But
Oh,
Saturday, for the most part, I'm going to be unavailable because I'm going to be focused um, solely on this documentary.
now,
South America. I really want to go all over South America, not necessarily for any paranormal stuff, but because of all the stuff that they do for the aliens. I want to check out the Nazca lines. I want to check out Puma Punka.
mhm.
Um, there's another place. It's called Stargate of the Gods, but I don't know
Yep,
what
I've
the
heard of that.
actual name of the place. Um, Oh, there are so many places there in South America that I want to go to.
Oh, I probably have said this on a previous show before, but when you kind of think, especially for South America, and again, I mean, I'm sure South America has quite a number of very haunted locations,
Oh
but
yeah,
I think, I think there is. I mean, if you look at a place like Machu Picchu, for example, like the history dating back then dates back thousands of years, but it's not even just the haunted locations; it's especially a lot of the UFO and alien encounters they've had. I've always referred to as not only South America, but well, I've always referred to South America, Central America, and Mexico, the UFO capital of the world. I think they have more UFO reports or alien abductions, encounters. I mean, crop circles. Anything you could think of has always been reported down in those areas more than anywhere else.
Mhm.
And I almost forgot, even especially the flying humanoids that they get too.
My ultimate cryptid to look for?
Carl said he'll find out what time she wants to go live, so they can go live anytime. Okay.
Okay. Um,
That's the other thing too, is you're thinking about that, Jeremy. I actually did have someone who did go down to South America to search for, and the name may sound unfamiliar, but he had a friend of his that was actually going cryptid hunting in South America. They were searching for something called the Wawa Grande.
what
There's
is it?
not the Wawa Grande, as it's called.
I've heard of that.
That's basically South America's Bigfoot.
Yeah, I have heard of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jenny, let us know about what time you want to go live. Because she's going to have a lot more nighttime before it even gets nighttime for Carl. Because she'll be 6 hours ahead of Carl.
Says here, I just decided to look it up. It's seen mostly throughout Ecuador. The legend of the Wawa Grande dates back at least 200 years, taking its name from the Quichua, I think that's how you say it, word for baby, which is Wawa, combined with the Spanish word for large, Grande. Wawa Grande is a humanoid that walks on two legs or four, stands up to 8 feet tall, weighing up to 400 pounds, and has thick grayish, brownish, blackish,
That's a big
reddish,
boy.
or whitish fur. What's that?
That's a big boy.
It is.
8 foot tall and 400 pounds. That's a big boy.
That's basically your typical Bigfoot in a way. But yeah,
I would probably say right now would be the Beast of Busco, mainly because it's a local legend.
Okay. Says in
Sorry, that's what I would say. The Beast of Busco.
The only other info it says about this Ecuadorian Bigfoot is that in recent years, according to blog and new posts citing no names, including no photos, Wawa Grande has attacked a Scotsman and it had been photographed by 2 Brits and 2 Swedes, none of whom want to release their photographs due to aversion to publicity. But they actually went down to that area, and these people I knew went down to go search for it, but as usual, like most cryptid hunts, they couldn't find anything. But my ultimate cryptid, to answer Jill's now, Jeremy, I think you pretty much know the answer to this already. What would be my ultimate cryptid to look for? Undoubtedly would be the Mothman.
Yeah, that's what we were answering.
Yep, the Mothman. I would definitely be. I mean, I've searched for the Mothman, but I'm willing to go back and hunt for and search for it again.
Yeah. Beast of Busco would be my answer right now.
Well, if you kind of think about it too, where I live, because again, Chicago is basically in the middle and literally like an hour each from the Illinois-Indiana border and the Illinois-Wisconsin border. So up in Wisconsin, I'm only an hour away from Elkhart, Wisconsin, or excuse me, Elkhorn, Wisconsin, which is where the legendary Beast of Bray Road is said to lurk. Which has been seen now for over almost 90 years. And there's still a number of sightings in that area to this day, but that's probably our closest cryptid we have to home, the Beast of Bray Road. It'll be evening for Jenny. Aiden is restoring the bell outside. They'll be barbecuing. Then she does have to go live on. It'll be private that. Beast of Busco. Okay.
Yeah.
and Brad, I'm already with you on this. Sorry. I will stay away from looking for Wendigos and skinwalkers. Yes, I'm never gonna hunt for the Wendigo. That's I heard that.
If I want to go chase skinwalkers, I'll go to Jennifer's house.
She does live in Utah, so.
Yeah.
Oh, Anita has another one, the Mongolian death worm. Yeah, I've heard of that
I've
one.
never heard of them.
So the Mongolian death worm, that is literally a giant worm that is said to live in the Gobi Desert of Mongolia, and it is rumored to be 2 to 5 feet long, but it's huge though, and it has like this very red, almost red blood color look to it. But it's nothing to be messed with. Apparently, the stories go that. In fact, let me put it this way: Have you ever seen the
No, I
movie?
haven't, Jill.
Have you ever seen the movie Tremors?
I have the entire series.
That's where they base it off of, the Mongolian death worm.
Really?
Yeah, that's you got to say these are the real. This is the real graboid that is said to lurk in the desert. So that's where Tremors came from. Yep.
Brad's got a good point. It thinks of Beetlejuice. Yep.
Oh, sandworms. Oh, sandworms. We've been to Saturn. Yeah. I've been to Saturn. Whoa, sandworms, huh? You hate them, right? I hate them myself.
Black and white striped ones. Yep.
Yeah, the stripe. Yeah,
but hey, we can send that we can send that sandworm against Tyrese.
Yeah, that's right. Well, the only other thing I know about the Mongolian death worm is that it's really something that supposedly you're never to mess with, because they say that it's said to spit out a yellow corrosive like saliva that acts like acid, and it also can kill. It can also attack by means of electricity that's like literally enough to kill a camel. They say there's never been any actual sightings of the worm, but a lot of the residents that live in that area are convinced that it's real. Most people say that it literally will stay. It usually hibernates for most of the year, but will come out during the months of like June, July, and August to hunt and feed. The only time anyone would ever possibly see it is like if it rains and it makes the sand all wet, that usually it will expose this creature because it burrows underground.
That right there, for those who didn't catch the announcement first thing during the show, Supernatural Talk now has a YouTube channel. I just started it. I've already got the intro video and our debut episode up. I've already let Rosie know that this is our last week on the Temple page. And then once we get, because Temple is already established, because we had the show on Temple and Spirit to help out build the page. Temple is pretty well established. So we'll stay a few more weeks on Spirit until we get the other platforms up and going, and then this show will be exclusively Things Network.
Brad saying next time I go up to Wisconsin, we should do a Beast of Bray road trip. Yeah, that would be a lot of fun. But Brad, I got to just tell
I've heard it, Beast of Bray. I've also heard the Dog Man too.
The Dog Man, yeah, they call it the Dog Man up there too. There's only just one problem. I mean, driving down Bray Road is not a problem. However, I've actually spoken to Linda Gottfried, who is like a huge expert on like anything that involves the Beast of Bray Road. She's always a part of. And I actually contacted her a couple of years ago that, we were interested in wanting to do a hunt. However, your only best bet in investigating the Beast of Bray Road is just driving down the road. There's really nowhere for you to get off because, unfortunately, a lot of it is private property. But she did tell me about another area that would actually be a lot more suitable and is also publicly open. It's called Kettle Moraine State Park. And at first I wasn't sure what that was, but she told me that for years they've gotten reports of both Bigfoot and Dogmen type creatures there all the time. So if we want to do something involving like a Beast of Bray Road investigation, your best bet would actually be more of Kettle Moraine State Park, because that's actually open to the public. Because Bray Road itself is surrounded by private property. Jill Jade, humanoid canids of some sort. Really interesting subject. Says a large area at Rome. Sorry, I was trying to get to all the comments. Don't know if they're like. Oh, Jill wants to know about the dog man.
Yeah, mentioned that earlier.
Yep. Oh, Carl's leaving. Later, brothers, be safe in travels, Jeremy. Yep, and Carl, I will see you Saturday. Looking forward to it.
That's going to be exciting, Nick.
I'm really excited for this.
Yeah.
This is going to be awesome.
You've been to Ashmore before, haven't you?
Yeah, in fact, I was there over 10 years. I was actually there over 10 years ago. That was kind of like another debut location, if you will, for me. It was the first paranormal location that I ever investigated with an actual team. I was only 18 years old at that time, so this was when I was still fresh out of high school. But we were also there 3 years ago during SilCon, which not necessarily an investigation, but we were able to check out the place for the first time ever during the day, and they had
I'm
a lot
looking
more.
forward to Wilson Castle. I've never been there, so I'm really curious, really excited about it.
I mean, what's really interesting about Ashmore when we were there over 10 years ago, the building has changed a lot. With when we were there 10 years ago, we literally investigated. This was during the middle of winter. We were literally investigating, like, literally a few days before Christmas. So it was freezing in that building, and there was no heat or anything. You're out in the middle of nowhere.
We're gonna have that problem this time.
Well, when we went there 3 years ago, now they had sleeping quarters. Now they had heating and air conditioning. It was like, where was all this stuff over 10 years ago? Damn it. Carl said there will be a total of 12 of us there. Okay.
Yeah.
Jill had another question. How old were you for your first investigations, and where or what was it?
I started late. I was.
You're good, Jill. Sorry, she's saying sorry. I asked so many questions. I was a journalist in high school.
I was either 30 or 31 when I had my first one, and it was at the Gold Hill Hotel in Nevada. Gold Hill, Nevada. I was either 30 or 31.
And for me, I started obviously early. I mean, I first started doing what I would call part-time investigations because they only lasted a few minutes. I started doing that when I was 14 years old. But my first full night investigation, I didn't start my first full night investigation was, believe it or not, Waverly Hills Sanatorium when I was 17 years old. And that was, as I would say, that was the first investigation that pretty much made of who I am now. So I go between 14. I sometimes say 14, but on most occasions I usually say it was 17 years old that I first started.
My first real investigation, I was 35.
Brad said Waverly was their first as well.
That's a hell of a first, though.
Yeah, it is. It's a great debut, in my opinion. I mean, and it's still one of my best.
My first real investigation, it was at a Catalpa tree shop. It's an earth store. That was the first time I actually did anything with an actual team.
What was funny was, and again, I know I've told this story many times, but because obviously Jill doesn't know, was when I did Waverly, it was literally a week after I started my senior year in high school. So what better way than to start the last year of school for me than to go to a notorious haunted location and then come back, literally a day or two later and tell everybody, hey, I was actually at this location. And believe it or not, I'm still...
Ghost Hunters, Joe.
What's that?
Ghost Hunters.
Oh, this, okay. And believe it or not, I'm still working on this, but we actually captured that entire investigation at Waverly on an old VHS camera, which we have yet to have actually seen the full footage of. So my first full investigation at 17 was captured on film long before we had Facebook Live. And I'm hoping that if we ever do get the chance of trying to figure out a way of getting the footage onto the computer and see what we got, that if we did manage to get some really interesting stuff, I'm hoping to eventually turn it into a documentary. When you get called out for your broken foot on Spirit Box at Waverly, it changes your view on things.
Yeah, I can see that. Absolutely.
Amazing first locations. Definitely. You study it, be proud, married to a newspaper reporter, editor. It's a dying art and a very necessary one. Keep it alive.
Oh, oh man, I'm getting tired.
What the hell was okay? I don't know what the hell was that. Did I just see? I just saw like literally some.
Well, you're looking what you were looking at me as I was yawning.
Yeah, I saw this bright light that just went right across my window, and there's no road in this area. So what the hell was that? Brad. Yes, I still have those tapes. We are still trying to get them digitized. We only ever viewed those tapes, only just like part of that footage once. I mean, literally, we've only seen probably maybe only about 10% of that footage, and there was some stuff that did kind of got our attention. I'm hoping real soon that we can get that digitized, because I've been wanting to see that footage for years and see what we got. And again, I'd love to turn it into a documentary for that. So we do have the tapes, we just don't know how to digitize them. Yes, Samara. Spirit Box, time to ask what that light was. Brett, I think it was either, I'm gonna have to check with my dad, because my dad was with me. I think we must have recorded about 1 or 2 tapes of it. And literally, we're talking about, like, again, one of those little cassette tapes. So this is not like tapes that we could just put into a VCR that we could watch. We literally had to connect it to the TV.
It's not this kind of experience, Anita.
I could not even hear that at all.
It's not this kind of experience.
I have no idea what you're saying.
They can't even think of what I'm saying, so I can pretty much say whatever I want.
You've got a lot of cracking in it.
That's why I don't want you to hear me.
No comment for that.
I don't know if anybody else could make out what I was saying. Could anybody else hear what I was whispering?
I could not hear one thing. Too much distortion, Jeremy.
Okay. Nobody
can hear it.
Bad, but
that woke Jill up too. Nobody could understand what you were saying.
good, because I was putting a curse on all of you.
Yeah. Brad sent me something, so yep, no one could hear a damn thing you were saying.
Okay, well, I'm gonna have to fine tune that because I really want to be able to have that creepy whisper in stereo.
We should try to get that same mic that Tom gave me, that new one that he got me when we were in Ohio. I love this. I thought Jeremy was pulling his inner.
Now that right there tells me, unless she's talking about the phone call, but she really doesn't talk.
1 more hour.
What, 1 more hour for this show?
I don't know what she means by that. I hope not, because I was thinking we were probably going to end this soon.
Yeah, we need to, because I do need to go to bed because I want to be up and on the road in 9 hours. 7 days. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even realize that's what actually Jill said.
Yeah.
I know, of course, Jeremy. I don't know if you know this.
He only talks on the phone.
Let's talk. You need it. Oh my God! You need an OBS background of Jeremy crawling out behind it.
Actually, can you take a regular video and use it as your background?
I know I can download videos off of YouTube and then put them into the background. I think you could use. If I'm able to do that, I might be able to do that with any video.
Brad, we might be able to make that happen.
Oh God! Yes, 1 more hour shall go on. I'm up for traveling tomorrow. It is 4:20 a.m. here. Oh God!
Jenny? No.
Yeah, we gotta get off here real soon. Oh wait, I can send him a ring video to try out.
I know what video he's talking about.
I know what that video is. That is not gonna happen. I am not sending that using that video. No. I already know what the video is, and I'm not gonna infringe on it.
You know, it would be funny, Nick. If you could tweak your camera to where you're smaller, and then have a picture of me going like this, coming at you, and you can see my face above yours, and I'm like this, like I'm getting ready to grab you.
That would be funny. That would actually be pretty funny. Not until the show is over.
The video in a way so that you were smaller, that you're not taking up half of the camera.
Yeah, I can.
That you were smaller so that you can get me above you, like I'm coming to get you.
You've seen me do that before. I can make my screen smaller, but for some reason OBS is acting really weird. So I'll have to see what's going on with that after I get off here. Good night, Joe. It's always great having you on.
It's 8 o'clock where Jill is at. She ain't going to bed.
I was going to say, isn't it 8 o'clock out in California?
Yeah.
Because I know she lives in California.
But I need to go to bed.
And I will have
up except for my cooler. I'm going to get up, throw everything into. Oh, she has chores.
You have to do those chores, Jill. Come on.
She has chores.
Get out of here.
I have a chore too. Sleep.
Yeah, and that's what I got to do too, because I got to work tomorrow. But
yeah.
Well, I'll say this, and I know I made this announcement actually on my show last night, Jeremy. I thought you should know. With my show on Wednesday, I thought I had 4 shows, but what's that?
What Jenny was saying, get your arse to bed.
Get your arse to bed. Oh my God. Get the pee bottle ready so you don't have to stop anywhere, Jerry.
I control my drinking while I'm on the road.
Get out of here, Italian son. No, I was supposed to be like Three Stooges.
Get out of here.
No, I'm trying to talk like Mo from Three Stooges here, damn it. I'm a huge Three Stooges fan. Anyways, I thought I had 4 left, but I actually only have 2 slideshows left from the collection I have for Nick Files. I thought I should let you and everybody else know, Jeremy. I'm actually going to take a bit of a hiatus with the show because I'm going to need time to make some new ones. And like I said before, much like it is with the 13th Dimension, my show is going by seasons. And when I get to the last episode, it's going to be episode 20. And I kind of figure, 20 episodes would end really well. So I'm going to take probably about I'm going to say at least a good two month, maybe 2.5 month hiatus. And so that way I can get some time to make some new ones. And hopefully by late September, early October, that I will be, I'll have some ready. I already do have one for Halloween. So I do have a Halloween special one. Okay. So,
and at the start of everything, you weren't planning on any of your shows being more than just one part.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's why I'm actually pretty happy that I was able to, because I literally only thought like it was only going to be like 10, 15 episodes, if not less. In other words, I was expecting it was only going to be half of that, but I
Yeah,
managed to
because
get up to 20
Amityville was
episodes.
3 parts. Um,
What else?
the Shining, the Stanley Hotel was 3 parts too.
Yep. And then there was one other one that was, yeah, it was. And then if you kind of think about it, the other two hotels that were not necessarily part 3 and 4, but they were all still part of the Shining
Yeah,
universe.
but they were their own separate
They were,
entity.
yeah,
Like
they were
you get
still their
three
only,
on
yeah,
just Stanley.
yep.
Um, yeah, because doing 4 shows a week, that's going to take a toll on you.
It will be. So I'm going to need to take a break from at least one of them.
Yeah.
So, because I need time to actually make some new ones. And in the future, um, even after when I don't have any more slideshows for, after I make a couple more, oh, you know what? I think I actually just realized, Jeremy, I just thought of this too. I'm sorry. There was one
Brad's
other
got a new
way.
show coming.
Since I support all your shows, that you're going to support my cockroach spotlight tower.
That's a good one.
No, what I was going to say was I just thought of another one that was 2 parts, Jeremy, The Exorcist. Because we were focusing on the real
Yeah,
case,
it was. Yeah, it
and
was.
then we were focusing on the movie.
Mm-hmm.
So with that being said, like I said, even if I don't have enough for like season 2, I'm gonna eventually go back and also, because some people didn't see some of these slideshows in the past. So I even said before, some of these I would be representing some of these slideshows again. So,
Yeah.
but the Halloween special one, I'll tell you right now, I got a feeling that's probably going to be a 2-part one. I'm not going to say too much because I'd rather keep that one a secret. But I will just say only this about this already: the location that I chose is it's not even a haunted location, but it was located out in Paris, France. So it's actually a French location. That's all I'm going to give. You'll just have to wait till
Halloween
October.
is on a Monday too.
What's that?
Halloween is on a Monday too.
Well, I'm going to be basically putting it on for the weeks during October.
Yeah.
It'll be 1 hour of me, my Captain Cockroach costume. Damn it! Yes, thanks, Jill. Yeah, like I said, so after not next week, but the week afterwards is when I'll be taking a hiatus with the Nick Files because I need to make some new slideshows.
And I'll be honest. When I have my surgery, as much as I enjoy doing these shows, I will be looking forward to having that break.
Yeah,
because you don't want to get burned out.
exactly.
Yeah, and when you get burned out, then you're not pretty much ever going to want to do these shows again. So I am going to be looking forward to doing doing the hiatus when I have my surgery.
It's kind of interesting. It seems like we're both going to be going on hiatus. Although for me, it's only hiatus with my show. So
Yeah.
I just won't be doing it during. Oh well, sort of, because I probably will be back with it, but
And
it's just a matter of.
Dimension isn't going to be on at all because you said you were going to take a break from that too.
Sorry, what was that?
And 13th Dimension won't be on at all because you said that you were going to go ahead and take the break too when I have mine.
That's right. So the only shows that I'll be doing at first will be only on Tuesday and Thursday nights, but eventually when I have these new slideshows completed, I'll eventually be back on Wednesday evenings.
Right.
Thanks, Jill.
Yeah.
And,
Brad, I should be able to do updates. On the day of my surgery. I should be able to, yeah.
and then when you get burnt out, if we don't I find we don't give our best. That is true. That is absolutely true. Yeah.
Yeah. So the day of my surgery, I should be able to. I have a chat specifically for that with certain people. I think my sister, yeah, 'cause when I was having my surgeries before, my sister was there and she was giving updates in the chat, and the people from there would be doing the updates elsewhere. So we'll see. Hopefully, this surgery won't be 14 hours long like the last one was.
And
But
this
it
is going to
brought,
be like, is this the last surgery you're going to be doing, or
it won't be the last
okay?
because I'll have to have another surgery. It's not going to be a surgery per se, but I'm going to have to be put under again to take the stuff out of the the brackets that's holding my teeth together, my jaw shut. I'll have to be put out for that one, and then there'll be a surgery on my nose, surgery on my eye, and surgery on my ear if it gets to that point.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm looking at probably 4 more surgeries right now.
And that's probably going to last throughout the rest of 2022 and early 2023.
Oh, it'll definitely be going into 2023
Oh, I figured.
because I'll have to have the bones here meld and heal before we can even touch the nose
Okay.
because the bones are going to have to fuse together before they can go in and do the nose.
It's a huge thing and more recovery, Jenny said.
Yeah.
Liquid
Yeah.
coffee diet.
Yeah.
I already know for a fact it's not going to be liquid
Because
coffee.
Brad, as everybody knows, coffee is awesome.
I just never drink. I just don't have the taste for coffee. I just don't. I do drink hot cocoa, but that's as far as I'll ever go.
Yeah. Well,
Hot chocolate's good.
Yeah, hot chocolate is good. So, well, Nick, it's 11:30, 10:30.
Yeah.
You say we wrap it up.
Yeah, I eventually got to get to sleep myself because, like I said, I got to work tomorrow, and
Yeah.
you know,
I thought Joe was already gone.
I thought so too. Thanks, Jill, as always. And Brad made this good comment here too. I just wanted to give a chance to read Jill's comments.
Yeah,
Tom.
yeah.
Tom. I got to tell you just before we get off. I'm glad you're here. Carl just got back to me. I was about to text you about this. He said, "Hold on, let me find that comment for him so he could see it for himself." Where is it?
You guys are good to go for Ashmore Estates. It'll cost you $33.
$33. Yes.
He didn't say what time though.
I think he did. Hang on. I'm going through. Hang on. It is again. Hold on. We've got a lot of comments tonight.
Yeah, it's up there always.
Okay, here it is. Yeah, here it is. Tom, here's the info.
7 p.m. Okay.
7 o'clock Saturday night. Ashmore Estates. For the investigation is $33. And I was also told there is going to be. He said about how many people were going to be there. That was going to be. Oh my gosh! Never have I gone through so many comments. There's going to and Tom, there's going to be a total of 12 of us there. So hopefully, if you're listening to this at least, 12. He said, if you're watching or listening to this, that's the information. It'll be $33 for us to go to Ashmore at 7 o'clock, and there'll be 12 of us.
and it's not a Jenny show unless you can hear Hope snoring in the background.
I hope it's snoring.
And she just sent me a voice. She just sent me a recording.
That should be like a ringtone for somebody. Like you should just set like
no. What Jenny needs to do is make up a whole new intro for her show and have it starting out with Hope snoring or end the intro with Hope snoring.
Yes.
That's what she needs to do. She needs to incorporate that snore into her intro video.
I would make like an instrumental tool for like music. Like you just start
Yeah.
off with the snoring, and then it builds up to like music playing. It's like a music beat.
Yeah.
Brad wanted to know just quickly, how many do we have for Mansfield so far?
8.
Eight
8
people?
who are paid.
Okay. And I know it sounds like to me that I'll be going. So I think,
Okay.
yeah, I you could basically put me on the list saying that I'm going.
Okay, because I need to have 15 people.
Oh my
and
God.
I have to have the money at least a week in advance.
Okay. Oh my God! Put it in on a music box. The snore. Oh my God!
Right now, Brad, just me. And if you know Chrissy, she'll be there too.
Yeah, and considering it sounds like I'll be able to go there, that also includes me too. That would be awesome though. Put the snore in a music box. You know what? You know what? That would be the perfect music box for Jenny.
It would be, yeah. That way she can have a little bit of hope on her investigations.
Yep, Jenny, Brad can make it for you. All you just got to do is just send a sample, and boom, you got it.
So, okay.
All right.
Let's call it a night. Definitely
get my attention.
Definitely an interesting show. So I got to yell at some people, so that was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a good time tonight.
This was a good show. I mean, we went through different subjects, but it was still a good conversation regardless.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Brad. Yep. Absolutely. All right. Well, everybody out there, thanks so much for playing along. Don't forget, 13th Dimension tomorrow will be Nick and Adrienne and Jan. I will not be on the show. Well, no.
Yeah. Jenny really enjoyed this.
I'll get into the hotel and I'll need to settle down and get something to eat. Yeah, I'm not going to be on the show.
Just make sure you don't get any of that coffee, of course.
I have to worry about coffee.
Brad's like, I got hate for my coffee comment.
Yeah, he got a lot of hate from that.
That was damn funny that happened to him. Poor Brad.
Yeah. So
that was awesome.
It'll be Nick, Adrienne, and Jan. They'll be hijacking 13th Dimension tomorrow.
Hijacking.
Yeah. So Nick, you're gonna have to be early to get there.
Oh, trust me, I already have my alarm clock on for that. I promise you, I'll be early for this.
Yeah, the studio's already set up for that.
You'll be watching and laughing at all the hate I get from my coffee.
No, actually, Brad, I don't think I'll be watching at all tomorrow. Honestly, I don't think I'll be able to watch it all. So
yeah. Well, with that being said, I think at this point we ought to get the hell off here because we got stuff we got to do for the morning.
Yeah, I need to go to bed because I need to get up as early as I can in the morning. Because I am not used to getting up out of bed until 9:30 in the morning, and I need to be on the road at 8. So
it's a long way to get to Vermont.
Huh?
It's a long way to get to Vermont.
Yeah, it is going to be a long drive, but that's not going to be an issue. I'm used to that. I mean, hell, right. I just drove to Vegas.
I was going to say, you recently drove to Vegas, so it should be a big deal.
Yeah. So, Okay, well, thank you for everybody playing along tonight. Um, and next week, again, we don't have a guest, so we can talk about Nick's adventures. Live stream actually, you know what? I am notorious for doing
I was going
live
to say
videos
sometimes
while
you
I'm.
do that.
Yeah, I used to be. I am notorious for doing live show, not show, but doing lives on the Universal page a lot. So I might do that. Um, oh,
Oh God,
I need
Adventures
to.
in Adventures in Cockroaching, a parody of Adventures in
I am
Pacing.
not even going to touch that. That,
I'm not touching that either.
that's just wrong. That is wrong.
Or
That's
update
that's another Thursday night.
with or update with lots of pictures like Nick's road trips lives, all your all
Well,
your
I'm
pictures up.
I'm going to be the only one going, so I'm not really going to be able to take hardly any pictures while I'm
Yeah.
driving. Um,
Yeah, it was different with me, Jill, because Tom was driving. I was the one who was doing like a lot
yeah.
of the live feed and the photography. So it's not easy when you're the only one doing it.
Now I'll just need to figure out a way to get my dash mount to stay on the dash.
That's for the other network. I don't know what he means by other.
Yeah, that is for the other network.
Yeah.
Yeah, we ain't touching that. Nope.
I'm not touching that either.
Nope. All right. Well,
Yep. And yeah, so next week would be about the trip for Ashmore. Then, if that's the case, because you said about my trips.
yeah, we'll talk about the Ashmore.
We never even talked about Wildwood with our on any of our shows.
A little bit.
We talked a little bit about it, but we
Yeah,
should
and,
put
and
that in too.
as far as Wilson Castle, I'll be able to talk a little bit about it, but there's going to be quite a bit that I'm not going to be able to talk about because of the different kinds of experiments that we're doing. That stuff
Right.
is classified, basically.
I figured it would be for Wilson Castle,
Yeah.
but either way, I mean, for next week we can talk about both locations for Ashmore and Wildwood.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, even
Mhm.
Joe saying, well, of all the Wildwood stuff, you got to talk about that too if you can.
You know, for somebody who has a lot of chores to do,
Yeah, I'm surprised she's still able to watch all this.
I know. Well, she's got to get her Drago kick.
Lots of great captures, as she says.
Yeah, Joe's got to get her Drago kick. If I even pronounce that right, I don't know.
Yep, and she's like, I'm back.
Damn.
You must have got those chores really. You must have gotten those chores done fast, Jill.
Well, here's the thing.
It's that
Some
Kelly time.
people can do chores while they're listening to the show.
That is true. I mean, like Tom was listening; he's still working.
Yeah.
But Brad's like,
Did
but
you
did you
ever-
ever really leave?
She ran.
I ran.
All right, guys, we got to go. I need to get my arms.
We got to. Yeah, all right, man. This is getting too far. We cannot hold this conversation for another hour.
Yeah, I got to get to bed. I'll still be awake for another 45 minutes, but my ass will be in bed.
Me too.
Yeah.
Oh, Tom's
Okay.
home now. Yeah, and I gotta call. Yeah, and I gotta call Tom too because he wanted me to call him after the show.
Okay. Yeah, we'll make that happen. Okay, guys, have a good night. Thank you so much for playing along, and you will see Nick tomorrow.
That's
You'll
right.
see me next week.
Yep.
Have a good
So
night,
I'll-
guys.
Have a good night.